Let's play the MrBeast Challenge!
This is what MrBeast makes his profit on every single fucking day, is this scene over and over and over and over again. Hundreds of fucking hours of footage dedicated to just doing this over and over and over again. And sometimes people win, and sometimes people lose. More often than not, you get 100 people coming in, and one of them wins, and 99 people watch the fucking opportunity to step out of poverty slip through their fucking fingers. Every single one of them has a sad story. Some of the videos, it's crazy. Some of them, they literally will talk through like 7 people who have family members with cancer. Only one of them wins, and the other 6 we just forget they ever existed, and they go back to living a life in poverty. It's fucking horrific, dude.
I have kidnapped Smugbug, blindfolded him, and hung him upside down, all while he's unconscious. He will get $10,000 for every room he escapes.
That is the nasty part of the financial coercion. I think, unfortunately, there is a little bit more to this, which is that on top of the just inherent exploitation and horror of this coercive financial situation, we have the actual torture that he's inflicting on people in his videos and legitimizing with the videos that we can take a look at. Wiz, are you excited? Are you excited to see some people's lives ruined?
Try not to pee challenge. Let's go.
So this guy has gone through some insane shit. We're gonna have a quick look at this one because this is kind of horrifying and dangerous. So he's having to By the way, I think this video is probably staged.
Is this video base boosted as well?
Probably, yeah. Anyway, I think this video, I mean, like, this guy's using a coat hanger to, like, lockpick these padlocks. I don't know how that makes sense. Like, I guess there's, like, some kind of button or something he's trying to hit with them, because these aren't, clearly aren't real padlocks. But whatever. Anyway, I don't like that this guy is spending this much time underwater. It's kind of fucking horrifying.
Look how close the money is to the fire.
Like, he's got 30 seconds to stop the money from going into the fire. And like, I don't like how long he spends underwater here. But fine, whatever. This guy used to be a swimmer, so maybe it's okay.
He's almost done. I think he just opened the 4th gate.
But I really hate how much like commitment there is to getting that padlock open while he's at the limits of his breath. It's kind of horrific. Mr. Death, yeah. It's not real money. Yeah, it's illegal to destroy money, so it's always prop money that's going in the fire.
The format is like a weird British game show from the
It is a game show, yeah.
2000s.
Now, to be clear, all game shows are this horrific, but here's the difference, okay? I think that one of the reasons why this is more horrifying is that, first of all, game shows don't go as deep into the poverty porn as this show tends to do. Also, game shows have this weird kind of aesthetic of it being a faceless structure, right? Who wants to be a millionaire?
It looks like I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. It's like eating the bull test.
It's Survivor. It's Survivor. It's like a lot of these shows, right? But often the structure of the show is like this kind of faceless entity. Whereas with MrBeast, he is always the face of the thing that's like antagonizing them. He's always standing right there, making them kind of do the thing. And so it's very easy to see the horrific structure personified by this grinning default white dude. Alright, let's watch some sad shit happen.
I love you.
So
I will not be speaking to you while I'm doing this.
I completely understand.
So he's doing the Squid Game thing now, where he has to...
Give me $1 bill. I can stack of money.
So by this point, by the way, this guy has like $600,000, I think, and if he fucks up once, he loses it. So basically, every one of these tests is basically you get $100,000, and then you can gamble it all to get another $100,000 if you complete the next test. That's the situation we're in right now.
Give it to me.
Stack? Okay. He's using the money as a hammer. They didn't do that in Squid Game. I've never felt more intensity in my life. This is very, very difficult.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself if I lose this.
5 minutes remain. Honestly, I think you can do this.
I feel like I'm gonna break it, dude.
Ooh, shoe hammer.
Dude, I'm just making like no progress.
It's so weirdly shot.
Yeah.
2 minutes. He's starting to break it off. He's starting to pull pieces off.
Wait, is he gonna succeed? This might be the wrong one.
There's 60 seconds left.
Oh, shoot.
Boy's gonna make it. Boy's gonna make it.
Whoa.
Wait, what just happened? Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
I actually don't know.
This
What
is so weird.
Dude.
I'm such
This
an
guy just
idiot,
lost.
dude. And I have.
They literally,
Is he
wait, they
playing
literally
Where's
can't.
My... Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Is they
Yeah,
playing
the
Where's My
Pixies,
Mind by the Pixies?
He is, yeah. Content warning. Copyright strike. Money shot. Yes.
It's a
cry for
cover
us.
of it. It's a cover
Yes.
of it.
$700,000. I don't know why I did that.
would have hurt less if you just lost the first challenge?
So much less.
Well, here, come
Oh.
on, buddy. Come on.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah. Oh, would this have been less horrible if we
Yeah.
hadn't put you through this much horror and stress and antagonism? Would this have been, hey, buddy, this pain you're experiencing right now, would it, literally, MrBeast asks him the question, hey, buddy, would this have been less bad if you hadn't gone through it, if you hadn't had the opportunity? And he says yes. He says yes.
Oh, dude.
If I hadn't had the opportunity for this amount of money, this would have been less bad. I wish I didn't have this opportunity. How fucking horrific is that? How fucking dystopian is that? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Look at this guy's face.
Let it be known, if you're in a MrBeast video, quit while you're
Mr. Beast is the devil, Maruzzi.
Dude, look at this fucking shit.
He crushes this man for
He
fun.
literally drops him. He
This
drops him
was
as well.
Pretty sad. So I decided to give Mac an extra $100 grand for his. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one.
Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one. Jesus, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Let me know if you... Because, like, he says it and he's like, yeah, with all the high production value traps and stuff. But the implication of him saying that right after he just destroyed a man on camera is, let me know if you want to see the basest, deepest, most, like, depressing, depraved levels of humanity exploited for my gain. Hey, let me know if you want to see more of this, guys. Like, holy fuck, what is that even... I mean, fuck me, dude. Jesus, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'd also have done it, but how much money did the dude get? So he lost 700 grand, and then MrBeast felt bad for him and just tossed him 100 grand after throwing him into a pit. he throws him into a fucking pit, and he's like, I felt bad, so I tossed 100 grand in after him. Because I have a lot of student debt. Oh no, Maruzzi is gonna simp for MrBeast. I'm so calling it. Maruzzi is such a liberal, like a liberal.
She doesn't believe in
capitalist.
student loan forgiveness. No.
How did he lose 700k? He went through 7 tests and like accumulated 700k, and every time he did a new challenge, he put it all. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You put it all on the line to go to the next question. He lost everything. I do. I know you're gonna fucking simp so hard. I can feel it already. All right. So we see. Okay, so we see your standard level. This is lost porn. This is watching a human get devastated by a financial loss. Great. What if we saw? Hey Wiz. Do you know that thing that humans crave and desperately need? What is it again? Oh yeah.
Breakfast cereal.
No, actually, in fact, the opposite. Social interaction. You're familiar
Brave,
with this?
is it? Oh.
It's social interaction. Social interaction,
No.
yeah.
I just.
The social interaction, yeah. You know, okay. So basically, most humans, okay, all right, they actually require social interaction, or their brain fucking atrophies into mush. Anyway, here's an unrelated video where MrBeast puts a random man inside a supermarket for weeks and weeks and weeks in isolation.
But this entire realizing
Until he gets so depressed that he gives up. This man has been here for 40 days in a vast dystopian, just dark warehouse. Look at this. The lights switch off at a certain point. Let's watch.
Carts and pools of money and while you were gone.
This looks like someone gave Chris a forklift.
Everything makes sense now.
Can you show me the pool?
Yeah, you want to get in?
Aw, they gave him a pool. That's great.
I was like,
That's great. How are we doing, buddy?
in here. I'm
All
just
right.
gonna, I guess, sit in my chair.
By the way, just
Well,
the storyline.
How long does he have to? Oh, he gets
So-
10 grand for every day
He
stays
gets
there.
$10,000 for every day he stays in. Now, here's the thing. He's doing this for his kids, okay? So he's got 2 children, very young children. And the hard part, the drama of the story, is that these children are growing up without their father while he's in here. Every time he sees them, they have changed physically because he's been away from them for so long. They've been bereft of a father who loves them deeply. His wife has been alone taking care of the kids because he's sitting in a fucking supermarket. He's literally watching his children change on a weekly basis. They visit a couple times while he's in here. He's losing. This is, imagine the reframe of this. $10,000 for every day you don't see your child growing up. That's what has been offered here. That's the devil's bargain. MrBeast is actually the devil. This is a satanic offer. There's no other way. Look at this man.
They bring me some money.
So, this is a man who's been alone
What?
for so long.
Serious?
Look how sad he is.
Are you there, Jimmy?
Look at his fucking
This is
face.
the first interaction I get all day, and it's the freaking robot.
He's fucking devastated that he didn't get to talk to
Thanks for the
someone.
money.
And they play the sad music. Have you ever seen someone so devastated that they received $100,000 in a fucking shopping trolley? Or $10,000 in a fucking shopping trolley? Look at this man's face. It's fucking...
Not even Jimmy
depressed.
wants to come here for a minute. That's how depressing this place is now. Can't say I blame him, honestly. This sucks, man.
There's a cameraman there. Is he filming himself?
No, he's got a camera, and then the place is filled with cameras that are mounted. So he's completely alone. Look at this fucking nightmare he's living in. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this shit. This is insane, dude. Look at what they've done to this man for money. Right? The horrific coercive power of capital. Look at this shit. This is what happens 5 years after you give a homeless man $10,000. You psychologically, you run CIA MK Ultra experiments on random people, giving them, you pay them to fucking destroy them mentally for content. Look at this. This is insane, right? Fuck's sake, it's
he only lasted a month. It's like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
okay. Imagine,
Maruzi, you're such a piece
imagine
of
going
shit.
camping for a month in like an abandoned supermarket.
Maruzi, you know that human beings get brain damage from solitary confinement. You do know this, right? You know that human beings get fucking physical brain damage from doing shit like this. Solitary confinement is a fucking human rights violation because of shit like this. You don't get to pretend that you could handle this. I don't think you could. Very few people could handle a month and a half of this.
He's calling you
You're not.
weak.
You don't get a computer. You don't get a fucking. You're just fucking alone. Do I get paid 10k each day I'm in the hole? You will go insane.
Yes.
I hate liberals so much, dude. They think that they're these like fucking perfect, dude. I hate liberals so much. They're such cope tards, dude. They literally think
Whoa,
that they're
you taking this, Maruzi? You
You're
taking
barely
this?
human. You're barely human. Not. By the way, I don't think you're barely human. I think you're a human who has deliberately revoked your humanity so that you can be a better lawyer, Maruzi Esquire. You literally are revoking your own need for social interaction because money is more important to you than having a fucking, like, social circle, community. Do you know, this is life that you don't get back. This is someone, a god, is asking you for how much money would you fucking take in exchange for years off your life, Maruzi? Huh? How much? How much, Maruzi? What is the offer? Hello, I am Mr. God. I descend in front of you. Hey, Maruzi, I'm gonna give you $100,000 for every year of your life that you give me. How many years will you stand in the box, Maruzi? What's the deal? $100,000 per year of your lifespan that you give me. I'm the capitalist weeping angel, bitch, alright? I'm gonna touch you and take years off your fucking life in exchange for $100,000 each. Take 10? Cool. Here's $1 million for 10 years of your fucking life. I bet you'll be really happy about that million when you're fucking 60 and I come over and blow you the fuck away! Ah! Ah! I lost my hat. I got mad. Ah! Alright? Fucking
Bro,
hell.
That's what working a 9 to 5 is, dude.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Look at this man. He's fucking devastated.
God, I'm freaking miss my family so bad.
It's day 45 and Chandler.
This guy. So actually, Maruzzi, hold on. So you would happily just like exchange money in exchange for not seeing your kids, I guess. I mean, I know you don't have kids because you're a barren wasteland of a human being who is only interested in the law and will never reproduce because you hate humanity and hope that it all is legally fucking car crushed into a cube. Maybe you do have kids, I don't remember. Does Maruzzi have kids, Wiz? Can I get a fact check?
She's a lawyer.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, lawyers don't reproduce, I forgot.
Blair, how would you say he's doing?
They're like vampires. They reproduce by biting other people and turning them into lawyers.
That is complete.
He's doing.
That is complete boredom. You're just tapping the bat on the ground.
I would feel bad for him, except he's won $450,000.
Oh good, Maruzzi and MrBeast are on the same page. I would feel bad for him, except I gave him lots of money. Well, hold on, no. You tortured him for that money. I would feel bad for this man who's utterly miserable, except that, no, it's okay, because I paid him to be miserable. This guy beating the shit, like, you know what? I would feel bad for this homeless guy who's beating himself around the head with a bat. If I wasn't giving him $100 each time he hit himself in the face with the bat, like, what the fuck is this? It's just like, it's pure, nothing matters except money. The only thing that matters is the metric. He signed up for it. It's not like he forced him to do this. Hey, Maruzzi, is this guy in the trolley a millionaire who was perfectly comfortable without this? Or did he perhaps need the money to do things like set up a college fund for his children who don't get free education? Or pay for health insurance that he doesn't get for free? Or pay for rent that he doesn't get for free? Was this a free will? Or was he coerced by the economic circumstances? I wouldn't accept this deal because I make lots of fucking money. I wouldn't take this fucking deal because I'm in a great fucking position. This guy isn't. So yeah, he was coerced. Because if I was poor, I would take the deal. And if I am now not poor, which I'm not, I wouldn't take the fucking deal. It was free will. It was coerced, Maruzzi. How much money do I have to... Harvey Weinstein. Was that free will, bitch? Were those actresses? Was that free will? They slept with him for roles. He offered them the roles. He did make their careers. Is that free will? What's the difference? Huh? Is sex sacred? Huh? Maruzzi? Huh? That was a sex crime? Oh! So when it's sex, it's different. Money is fine, but sex has some... What, are you a Christian now? Is that the fucking problem? Huh? Are you against people selling sex for money? It's fungible. We can transfer sex for money in this equation. If you're okay with people paying for sex with money, you're okay with Harvey Weinstein paying for sex with career opportunities.
And technically money.
Which is basically money, yeah. What's the difference, Maruzzi?
It's directly money, it was wrong.
Hey, Maruzzi. Hey, you know who else pays people in a pile of money in exchange for using their physical bodies for their own pleasure and the pleasure of others? MrBeast. This guy is fucking destitute and dejected and depressed. This guy is doing... you know what? I'm gonna say it, okay? A woman having to fuck Harvey Weinstein for 30 minutes in exchange for a career probably had less of a bad time in that situation than this guy literally atrophying fucking neurons due to his isolation over the course of a month and a half where he didn't see his fucking children. It was a month, he'll recover? He'll recover! Oh, so you admit that he was damaged! You admit that he was damaged! Okay, cool. Maruzzi, how hard can I smash you in the fucking face with a baseball bat? You'll recover? How much money? 10K to hit you in the face with a baseball bat, Maruzzi? What do you say? What do you think? Huh? You'll recover. I'll make sure I don't hit you too hard. Some damage is okay? Cool. What are you willing to lose, Maruzzi? Can I break your fucking nose?
Some of your fingers.
Yeah? Can I fucking, like, shotgun whip you? I'm gonna beat you around the head with the fucking butt of my shoddy, okay? Let's do it? Great. Awesome. You are literally insane.
He can leave whenever he wants. So
he can leave whenever he wants. Except that he's economically coerced into doing this because he needs to fund his children's education and lives. He needs to get out of this economic hole he's in.
Alex! Hey, we were watching you on the cameras. You looked very sad.
Yeah, I'm pretty bored.
Well, here's $10,000. So you less bored?
Helps a little.
How many weeks left you got?
I don't even know if I got an hour left, Jamie.
Oh, really? Here, let's go look at your sea of money over here. This is all the money you've made so far. 450 grand. Are you saying you're content with it? Give me 1 second.
I've got a surprise that might help you decide.
What? Are you serious? Hey, babe.
I truly, Maruzi, I don't know how old you are. I think you're older. I think you're older than me. I think it's kind of sad that despite me being younger than you, I realized earlier in my life that the time spent with the people I love is more important than money. I hope you get there at some point, because it's fucking insane to me.
It depends how badly you need money, though. It depends how...
Well, yeah, right? Like, agreed. Like, I guess I would...
You have a privilege. You can't even have that perspective because you don't need money that bad.
I've been poor, dude. I would be... And look, I would have done this when I was, like, fucking 19 and poor as shit. But you know what? Like, it's fucking horrific to me that the sacrifice this guy has to make is losing a month and a half of the finite time with his children that he has before they grow up.
Don't cry.
Losing a month and a half with his fucking wife, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, you have finite time on this earth with the people you love, you know? I'm not saying his wife's gonna get cancer in 3 months, but imagine if his wife got cancer in 3 months. How would he feel about this decision now?
It's like working double jobs, right? It's that same sort of thing, you know?
Yes, Wiz, that's
everyone
a fantastic...
sacrifices... Yeah, but what I'm saying is everyone makes that sacrifice, and that is a lot cheaper when you're
not in the same way, dude. I mean, like, the difference between total isolation for a month and a half and working 2 jobs for a month and a half is like, yeah,
what if they're like night shift jobs? What are they like, the cleaning jobs where nobody fucking talks to you and you just clean?
That's fair enough.
That is a reality for a lot of people.
I agree. I think that's terrible, and I think that and you know what would be great is if people weren't doing that unnecessarily.
Why some people would choose to do that. It's a bad thing that it happens, but you can understand the mechanisms of why they choose to do it.
Wiz, yes, I understand exactly why Maruzi is retarded. I'm just saying that she's retarded. It's still, she's not just saying she would do it. She's endorsing that this thing exists. She's like, there's not a problem with this. There's a problem with the cleaner. There's a problem with the 3 jobs to keep the fucking family house up. And there's a problem with MrBeast doing this kind of exploitation of working class people for the sake of poverty porn. It's all bad! But the difference is MrBeast is turning this into fucking monetizable, feel-good content that people think is a good thing. He is a fucking propaganda arm for the capitalist system by saying that this is actually fine. This is virtuous. This guy's a hero. The suffering that he did was justified because it got the money. And it works on idiots like Maruzi, who should be disbarred.
Whoa.
I can't help it.
Look how fucking...
Okay.
Why wear shoes?
To be clear, I didn't take his shoes. I don't know why he's not wearing shoes.
Sure, there's a problem with it, but the difference is just screaming about it and others are doing shit about it. Not MrBeast, but the other dude. What's the other dude doing? This guy? What is this guy doing to change the system? This is a victim of the system. This guy doesn't have any autonomy here. He's been coerced into an economic situation. We are critiquing the guy who's like fucking. He's got like $500 million that he throws around to fucking make. Hey, he's holding me. Look, he's holding me in his hand. That's quite comfortable, actually. We're critiquing the guy that has $500 million and is using it to fucking exploit people. He's making it work. He's making $1 million. Who, MrBeast? What? He's making it work. At what point did I critique this guy? You're a fucking idiot. At what point did I critique this guy? I think you're bad because you agree with the system that exists here. You're not critiquing MrBeast. You're saying this is all fine. I didn't critique this guy once. This guy did what he had to do. I'm saying it's horrific that he's been forced into a situation where he's had to choose between money and his fucking family. And you're shaming people for making it work? I never shamed him once. Fuck you. I'm yelling at me for being willing. No, I'm yelling at you for saying that there's not a big deal, that this isn't a big deal. It's a huge deal. You're diminishing this guy's sacrifice. You're the one who's being a fucking prick here. You're diminishing the sacrifice. You're like, oh, he didn't see his kids for a month and a half. Who cares? I don't know if you've known anyone with kids, but every fucking month with your children as they're growing up from a young age is precious. Not having a dad in your life for a month and a half is pretty bad. Hey, you know what? My dad was a piece of shit, and he fucking disappeared for a few months every now and then. He would just disappear off.
It's always projection with you.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Wiz. I will mute you right now. I swear to God, Wiz. Okay, I swear to God, I'll mute you. Okay? I swear to God, I'll gag you.
There we go.
Yeah, you think? Yeah. Do you think I'm stable? Do I seem stable? My daddy left as well. Do I have kids? No, I've got like a young sister, which I've not been able to see her for a few months due to family drama and, like, you know, bad things happening. Like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks seeing her fucking grow up, and I only got to see her once or twice a year for a few years. Now we're, you know, back together, which is good. But I only got to see her grow, you know, like, once or twice a year for, like, 5 years, dude. And so every time I saw her, she was like a new fucking person. It was terrible. Is she a snail as well? She is a... What would she be? She's an aphid.
Ugh.
Smuggler achieved.
They get
Status
eaten by
uncomfortable.
ladybugs?
Yeah. Correct. I will consume them all.
These are all the things that this money's gonna go toward. Isn't this crazy?
I can't even wrap my head around it.
I feel like I could do another 5 days. Do you think it's worth it?
What's the verdict?
We've weighed the options.
Make tons of money. Keep tons of money you already made.
Honestly, it's not worth staying.
I'm okay, man. I'm fine. I just really hate capitalism, and I really hate MrBeast, and I really, really, really hate white women.
Okay. Well, then let's push the money out.
See how this weak-willed woman chooses not having 50k over having... She would rather not have the 50k and spend 5 days with her husband who she misses very much. Love is more important than money. Brucey, you will learn that one day. When you give up on being a lawyer and you become something useful, like a Twitch poll streamer.
She's too busy being single female lawyer. Single
female lawyer. Having lots of sex. I love money, so that... Me too, bitch. Me too. Alright. Cool. This video starts with him saying, I built a massive isolation chamber. I wonder how this is gonna go. Oh, also, again, we're gonna get into some of the weird smoothing over of shit that happens. All right, let's have a look. All right, so
I built a...
Oh god, it's fucking horrific, dude. It's dystopian. Like, this is a god. This is a god. This is what gods look like. This is a god. This man is a god.
I built a massive isolation chamber.
And now I'm going to torture some mortals in it.
And we're gonna see if these two strangers can survive in this chamber for the next 100 days.
Cool.
100 days?
Yeah.
100 days? Bro.
Yeah. So anyway, the reason I wanted to look at this one is because I have never seen something get brushed over, or the implications of something get brushed over, harder than I've seen in this video. It's kind of insane. So we're at day 30.
$180,000. That's crazy.
Over the next few days, not a lot happened.
She's already preparing a meal.
It's like being married.
The most interesting thing was when Hurricane Idalia took out the power on day 34.
Oh,
Wiz, did you catch that? Did you catch
took out
that?
the power?
Yeah. Now, Wiz, you are running this kind of game show. I ask you, the power has gone out in this little social experiment you're doing here. Now, as the game show host, what would you do in this situation, Wiz?
As the host?
You are MrBeast in this scenario. The power has gone out. A hurricane has hit and knocked out the power to this facility that they are trapped in.
You'd be like, okay, pause.
Oh, so you would pause? What, you'd like get them to like a place that's like warm, maybe like let them stop for, you know, maybe put them in isolation in a like a hotel or something, and then carry on the experiment. Yeah.
no way.
No way.
As you can imagine, our camera...
Sorry, start again.
The power can't have gone out because there's still cameras running and there's lights on.
Oh, just you wait.
Few days, not a lot happened.
She's already preparing a meal.
It's like being married.
The most interesting thing was when Hurricane Idalia took out the power on day 34.
Oh, no way.
No way.
As you can imagine, our cameras became pretty useless.
So the cameras go out. Now, notice how when did that happen? That happened on day 34. Let's watch.
No way.
No way.
As you can imagine, our cameras became pretty useless. So I'm just gonna take you to day 39. How's...
Bro. So rough. That's so rough.
Fuck. Hey, again, Matsu, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So, the power went out. Now, you can imagine, this made the content pretty bad, so we're just gonna skip 5 days ahead. What happened in those 5 days, guys? Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what happened in those 5 days? Let's have a look what's going on here.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I know you guys have been struggling. I'm sorry it took.
Again, I want to be clear. We have just time skipped 5 full days. Day 34, the power went out. Day 39, we're back. Okay? It's been dark in here. Okay? Notice there's no lighting.
Took so long. Hold up. No, there.
What do? They're in darkness for 5 days, and then he comes in, and he gets the lights back on, and it's a big moment. He just left them there? Surely he took them out. Oh, you would not believe. Because you see, this girl here is a YouTuber, and she made a YouTube video about what actually happened during this period. So we're gonna have a little look to see what her description of what happened in those 5 days is. And maybe we're gonna uncover something somewhat uncomfortable.
I won MrBeast.
Okay. So what is the timing? 14:36. Okay, this is where she talks about the power going out. So this is a reaction video of the girl who was in this fucking game show reacting to all of it.
That's my closet. That's my bookshelf. I can stay another 70 days easy. And we still have $480,000. It's crazy.
Over the next few days, not a lot happened.
She's already preparing a meal.
It's like being married.
The most interesting thing was when Idalia took out the.
Oh, by the way, this girl, just a side tangent, this girl has built a YouTube career off the back of kind of implying that the two of them are dating, because everyone obviously asked, hey, you spent 100 days in the pod with this guy, did you start dating? And so she just never answers the question because it's like it's a side thing, who cares?
The power on day 34.
Oh, no way.
No way.
As you can imagine,
Whoa, thanks for the gifted subs.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Wow. Hey, Genmatsu,
Whoa,
thank you so much,
whoa.
buddy. Appreciate it. Wow, thank you so much.
Whoa.
Now, obviously, I'm incompetent, and so the alert didn't go off. So I'm just gonna manually trigger a test alert.
I thought that you fixed
I don't know.
it.
I thought I did. I don't know why it's not working. It's all on. All seems to be working. Did I not turn it on for gifted subs? Maybe I didn't turn it on for gifted subs. No, it
You
should
should have
be on.
it turned on for everything.
It is on for everything. What is happening? I don't know. Anyway,
Thank you.
Here we go. Wow, it's
For
like
my favorite
it's
frog
like
and
you
his
really
sidekick.
donated. It's like you really donated. There you go.
Say to the other ocean,
Scroll.
nothing. It just waves.
Wow. Thank you so much for the gifted 5 subs. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Anyway, so let's see what happened during. Again, I just want to reiterate. Okay, we rolled over those 5 days in about 7 seconds.
So I'm just gonna take you to day 39. How's it?
Those 5 days were really hard, not having power, because you're in this darkness constantly. And I know it sounds weird because we did have lights that were dimmer and didn't hurt my eyes as much. So that was a plus. But it's like the whole you always want what you can't have kind of thing. We were now in...
Oh yeah, so obviously in this isolation chamber, those extremely bright lights were on the entire time, which completely fucked with their sleeping rhythms and drove them completely insane in the first like 30 days. Yeah, again, solitary isolation tactic to make people go crazy. But listen to what she's saying. They spent the 5 days in the dark, unpowered cube. Darkness! They were in darkness! They didn't even give them a fucking portable light or a generator or anything. They left them in the darkness without a portable generator for 5 days!
Complete darkness all the time, and it really changed the whole mood.
How did they eat? Oh, just you wait!
And vibe of that place. Bailey and I were just not dancing around. We weren't having fun anymore.
Yeah!
And this was also getting to a point where we were really enjoying each other's company and getting to know each other. So
this is a man with $500 million. He can't afford a diesel generator and a guy to fill it up every few hours? Really?
So I think this is the point where we kind of saw the not as fun side of each other because of how dark it was all the time. 5 days of 100, not too bad. And Jimmy came to save the day, so.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I know you guys have been struggling. I'm sorry it took so long. Hold up. Oh, there we go. That was a long delay. You
should be able to use your coffee pot again, cook food, you should have a hot shower.
That's excellent.
You should be able to use your coffee pot again, be able to cook food, and have a hot shower.
I'll see you tomorrow with the surprise.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Not having a hot shower, the worst.
This was in like September, October, so freezing cold showers.
Power's on! Look, it's light!
It feels like cheerier.
The lights are back on again. I just had a hot meal, a hot shower. Life is finally looking up here.
It's now day 40. Can I come in?
Come in!
Your gift at no expense is this TV.
So yeah,
Sponsor.
the 5 days of darkness. They're eating cold canned food. They're freezing their asses off. Okay, and do you know what's crazy? The cameras went out. Like, why did this happen? You don't even have the content justification because you weren't able to film anything for these 5 days. Why did you make these people suffer for those 5 days? Why couldn't you get power for 5 days? What were the logistical problems that stopped you from getting a power generator here? I'd love to know. What's happening?
Oh, dude.
What is this? Like, what? You didn't even get any content out of this. What's the reasoning? What's the reasoning for this? I don't understand. Maruzzi, hey, can I get a white woman check on aisle 3? Is this one okay? 5 days of darkness? Oh yeah, because they made money every day. Why? It wasn't part of the experiment. It wasn't part of anything. Yeah, MrBeast was too busy running around exploiting homeless people during those 5 days. He didn't have time. I'm eating my dinner, fucking hell. Yeah! Well, you know what? I hope it's hot. Because these people didn't have hot food for 5 days.
If it really was 100 days, like if we fully believe that it is all real, the implication is he would have been making other videos parallel to this.
I bet, yeah, but it's still, but sure, but like, you are holding 2 people hostage for economic coercion, right? Like,
Now he's got people for that.
At a minimum, yes, why did these people get a generator up? Why was the 5 days of darkness necessary to this? Dude.
Do you think it's like the Stanford prison experiment where like they just follow orders, and because maybe he didn't hear about the power going out, he never gave the order to fix it?
Which is insane. Like, okay, great. So now we have a situation where this man's safety mechanisms are like so substandard he doesn't even hear about the power going out when he's responsible for 2 people being alive in hurricane season. Oh my fucking god. It's insane. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's look at another little piece of this. Another little cheeky moment of devastation because why not? It's good TV.
No.
Oh, where's the sync tube? 22 minutes we want.
Whoa.
But exactly what to surprise them with. How's it going?
Okay, so she's been saying, "Oh my god, she wants to have a Tesla. Bad taste. White woman. Expected."
Oh hey, first things first, I brought you a giant mystery gift.
Yay.
Do the 2
I just want you guys to focus on how mean-spirited this is.
of you want to spend $50,000 to keep what's inside of this box. It's either going to be the best moment of their life or the worst moment.
Do you know what this is? This reminds me of Abraham sacrificing his son to God. Just you wait, it's all going to become clear.
Just give me your answer in an hour. Alright, thanks.
The god has stepped in to your chamber, to your little world, and offered you a mystery box. Now, if you are faithful, you will be rewarded. If you lack faith in our vengeful god, then you will be punished. Let's watch.
What are we thinking?
59 minutes remain.
Oh wait, why is this so,
I think
why is this so small? Oh, okay, right, because it's
Imagine it is something great.
Why couldn't we listen to ourselves in this moment?
Would it ever be a car?
Well, it could be. It could actually be the keys to a car.
It's not going to be equal to the value that we're spending.
She's right. It's almost 3 times more.
I don't feel confident in the yes.
Then let's say no.
But are you sure?
Yeah, if you're not
So, by the way, they have $500,000 if they stick around, but every few days, basically, MrBeast comes in and offers them something for a pile of the money. So, he's offering them this mystery box for $50K. They have to spend $50,000 of their prize money in order to get this box.
I just know they would never do a car.
Yeah, they would. Really? I feel like they can do anything. Let's just say
This man has faith in his god. She doubts him.
no.
Wait, now you have me wanting to say yes.
Decision time.
Okay, so you want to spend $50,000 to keep what's inside this box? Yes or no?
No.
Really? What is your answer?
I'm going with no.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys didn't take it. Do you want to unlock it?
Oh.
Oh no.
It's $50,000, so you would have got your money back. And then you want to open up that stack of money, just grab that. Here.
You should have had more faith in God.
And a Tesla key for you.
You should have believed in me, my child.
I was just kidding. You should have sacrificed your son. You should have gone in, eyes wide open, and believed in me. This was a test of faith, and you failed. Now observe your punishment. Observe your punishment, pure mortal.
My heart dropped.
Do you see how this is a direct line from the giving $1,000 to a homeless man, the power dynamic that's involved here, to literally MrBeast walking in as a godlike messianic figure, demanding a test of faith, and then when they fail, they get punished?
In this moment. But to
Like, it's a
be
direct
stuck in a
fucking
box
line.
and then also get bad news, it's rough. And you'll see how rough it was.
They would have gotten their money back.
Yeah, let's show them the price of their lack of faith.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Oh, I want to cry.
I did want to cry.
It's living my dream.
We're gonna head out. You leave the beef, thank you. Bye.
That's wild.
Bailey. They got us Teslas.
Oh, I was so
You
mad.
made the wrong decision.
I'll regret this forever.
Nah.
Yeah, I will.
Nah.
Oh no, it's all a dream.
I don't regret it now. Like, it happened
Do
for
they
a
block the
reason.
cars? Yeah, I
A
wouldn't be
Tesla
surprised.
I
would
hope
be
so.
nice because I really like Teslas, but I feel content.
The next video is them crashing them through the Tesla HQ offices, which was the only based thing MrBeast has ever done.
Regardless. And Bailey,
Because those things are
But
basically. just
he
rolling-
made
were-
sure it was homeless people driving the car.
Yeah,
He
there
did
you go,
that in the
yeah.
Teslas.
Those things
And
are
on
basically.
condition, you have to drive into the headquarters.
Those things are rolling bombs as well, so it was a full
Don't
terrorist
worry,
attack.
your family gets $10,000 every month for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, to do this, I need you to kill the president of the United States.
yeah. I paid 100 people to try and assassinate Joe Biden because he's trying to tax the money I made rightfully.
If you did that, though, if you gave enough people 10 grand,
Oh,
one
for
of them
sure.
would get through.
That's a great way to do an assassination with $1 million. I reckon you could get it, right?
I mean, you definitely get caught,
Shinzo Abe
but-
Shinzo Abe got fucking shotgunned, right? So, like, yeah, Russia should do that. Just, there's so many oligarchs. Just, like, pay everyone, like, 10,000. Because most assassinations, like, I'm pretty sure the going rate for, like, a hit is, like, 15K. That's about how much you have to pay a hitman to
If
kill
you,
someone.
honestly, you could
I've
do
checked. To kill
15K
Wiz.
before and then be like, you get 15K upfront and then the $1,000 payout, $100,000 if you actually
There you
do
go.
it.
MrBeast,
So
hire
everyone
us.
gets the
Hire us,
$15
MrBeast.
to consider it. I'm
Hire
just
us for
saying,
your
it'd be
next
very
video.
easy to kill someone if you did that.
Yeah, you should hire us for your next video, buddy. All right, we got some good ideas here. We're spitballing. All right, put us in the production team. We're good to go.
I make him so much
was
stronger
upset about
than he's
it,
ever been.
but just acting so unaffected.
I like my Prius. Okay, there, I said it.
I will say this guy's pretty based for just not giving a shit about the Tesla.
Yeah.
Like, that part's pretty funny. He's like, I like my
He
Prius.
knew it was fake.
Based hero.
He knows you have to give up
After
believing in
getting hit
God.
hard by
That's the only way to
offer,
get through this.
Susie literally whined about the Tesla for 9 days straight.
It's really hard to see the
Let's make fun of her because, again, she didn't believe in us, so she must be punished.
positive in all this. Positive in all this.
He's so dramatic. Jimmy, it was not 9 days. It was a long time, but I don't think it was quite 9 days. I think it was less than that.
I actually won't be able to sleep. I'm actually feeling sick right now. I'm so mad.
Susie's taking it hard.
Okay. My friend. So we're gonna look at one more of these, and then we're gonna look at a little bit of his Lex Fridman review, because again, I really want to hit the point home. You may recognize a returning character here, by the way. My friend. Hey, it's this guy. Remember this
fuck,
guy?
Is he strapped to a death
Remember
machine?
the devastation that this guy went into? Well, here's what would be funny. What if we made him do the same challenge again? What if once again we get him to $700,000 through a variety of physical challenges? What if we make him try and do the same thing again? This video is called Facing Your Biggest Fears to win $800,000. And his biggest fear, of course, is the challenge that he lost a huge amount of money on, because you know, it was probably one of the most devastating moments of his life. But that's okay. MrBeast is a benevolent god, and we'll give him a second opportunity.
Stop breaking my set.
Bro, you guys gotta make these easier to open.
There's just no need to rush. You're literally using no time. I mean, you might need to go slower on this one because it's a lot trickier.
This one's pretty hard. Not even close to Umbrella. Trying to get to the race before I start racing. God, this is so hard.
I mean, Wiz, there's no way that MrBeast would devastate this guy twice in a row, right? That would be insane.
And he wouldn't laugh and enjoy it.
No,
and
absolutely
get
not.
A little turned on.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. He wouldn't get erect watching this. That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. That would be terrible content.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to MrBeast's voice, his tone.
Well, I don't need that anymore. And maybe it didn't break all the way through? Ooh, okay. He still had 29 minutes left. He did the first two in 4 minutes.
I don't know why I did this. Oh my god. I did that twice?
Here, give me your hand.
No, Jimmy, please, I don't want to leave yet. No, Jimmy. No, dude, I don't even know how to feel right now. Like,
Right here, come on.
I have like so much time.
This guy's brain has melted. Like, this is the second time that he's lost nearly $1 million. What do you think, Wiz? Good game show?
Yeah, it's pretty wicked sick, to be honest. I don't know why he's not syndicated. Why is he not part of a network?
Oh, he actually did just get bought by Amazon, so he's about to start doing a show on Amazon Prime.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I'm still,
Amazon's the
I'm still
perfect
just
company.
not.
Yeah, Amazon is literally
100
ideal.
days doing shifts in an Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
But instead of for like 10 grand, it's for 22,000 grand a year.
Yeah, I worked in an Amazon warehouse for minimum wage for 100 days.
Not sure why you were going so fast.
The Umbrella.
It's your fault. I'm not sure why you were going so fast. Hey, why did you make the wrong decision under pressure here, buddy? What happened?
I just know that Umbrella takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Mac told me in this
up?
video that there was nothing I could do to scare him. And after putting him through spiders, a sinking car, and more, I really did start to believe him.
Godspeed.
The only thing that ended up getting to Mac was the fear of his own failure.
Godspeed.
The only thing that this guy who went through trials and nightmares in order to get money could be toppled by was how horrific his last experience on this show was. And that devastation led him to make the same mistake twice.
It's very funny to me how thoroughly the point of Squid Game was missed.
Well, I mean, this is the guy who literally, this is the guy who did the Squid Game in real life, right? He literally is. He saw Squid Game.
Well, that is a Squid Game challenge. That little biscuit thing.
Well, yeah, that's the whole meme. Just very briefly, one more time. I just want to watch this unrelated. just unrelated. One more time.
Oh, oh, you were so damn close.
Oh,
that was so close. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Mac.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't give it to you.
Can we? By the way, the thumbnail is just this with MrBeast's head, right? Like, it's just this. It's just this fucking scene.
I can't give it to you all the way around, but it was a really good effort. Really, quite tremendous. So take this.
Yeah.
Back to your life. It's $250,000. Enjoy.
Son.
Damn.
Magnificent effort.
Thank you.
Even the biggest bastard of the show feels bad for the kid.
Yeah, right. That was the YouTube comment section. The internet's biggest bastard comes over and
doesn't lift a finger
to
to help him though.
No. There you go. It's okay, sweetie. You know who's hugging him right now? It's me and you. This is me and you. We're giving him a look. It's all right, buddy. All right, you did great. Okay, it's not your fault that capitalism is fucking ruined. Jesus Christ. Give Mac a cookie. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Get Mac a cookie. Give him another chance. Yeah, so this is truly fucking horrific. So I wanna wrap this up, Wiz. I wanna end this on understanding a little bit more, because I've watched like 10 interviews with MrBeast on 2x speed, because he's actually quite a boring guy. And there's one interview in particular with Lex Fridman that I think kind of opens up his brain a little bit for us to understand. Just
I'm here with Mr.
Okay, we're gonna have a little look see here, because there's one piece of this that is kind of interesting. Lex Fridman, friend of the show. Lex Fridman, huge endorser of the Pondscum project. Frequent
he actually
donator.
funds most of it.
He does, yeah. In fact, we're he funnels money through Progressive Victory, who are our biggest backers. So Lex Fridman.
We're on the
basically
PV payroll.
We are on the PV payroll, yes. And the only reason I hate Brianna Wu is because she gets paid some of the money that I should get paid. I just want her salary.
No, she got kicked out, didn't she? I thought she
got
was
kicked out of PV.
And she
We're
started
rich!
her own thing.
We're rich, Wiz! It's us! It's all us! All the way to the fucking top! Let's go! Holy fuck, we did it, dude. Oh my god, we finally killed Brianna Wu. I'm so excited. Holy shit, that's huge, dude. That's huge. That's huge, dude. That's huge. Hey, Wiz, that's huge.
Whoa.
That's huge? Wiz, that's huge, dude. That's huge. Do you hear me saying it's huge? Did you hear me saying it's huge? It's huge.
You say I look huge? That's not very nice.
Well, skinny baby neck. All right.
When I'm sick?
I know.
Basically, anyone who ever buried themselves alive, the coffin.
Oh yeah, he buried himself alive for a week. Also, one thing that is interesting, I will say, because I don't want to let it be said, okay? MrBeast tortures himself for content too. He actually put himself into solitary isolation. Maybe we should watch a little bit of that in a second. But he put himself into actual solitary isolation for 10 days, I think, and it did actually drive him fucking insane. He buried himself alive for like 7 days and just stuck himself in a coffin underground for like a week. And that fucked him up as well. Like, this dude will torture himself for content as well. Let it not be said, I don't think MrBeast is a bad person. He's got a bad virtue system. He's got a bad moral framework that he applies to both himself and other people in equal measure. But ultimately, he is like a weird, petty god that does things for the sake of a system that truly does not give a shit about anyone whose lives he fucks with.
We used to bury me. We did so many tests. Like, that coffin was buried 10 times before I was, for way longer than 50 hours. It tested the airflow and everything to the point where
I'm glad you did that. Did you test the backup generators in the 100-day traps cube, buddy? was that not something that was covered?
I was safer in that.
Yeah, there is no ego. I don't think MrBeast has ego. I think he's desperate for validation, and validation comes through profit. And as someone who is genuinely pretty successful, unfortunately, in this system, unfortunately for you guys, because you never hear the fucking end of it, yeah, it's very easy to fall into the trap of feeling validation just because your bank account gets bigger, or your salary goes up, or your team gets bigger, or you get more power in a corporation. It's very easy to fall into that trap of feeling like you are good and doing good because the system is rewarding you. You have to, it is alluring, and I see people all around me, in fact, nearly everyone all around me, buy into the hype of thinking that they earned what they got, and now they're at the top of the system, and they have what they deserve, and they're validated by the company, and so they're willing to accept the shit that they went through in order to get there, and they're willing to inflict that shit on other people at lower levels because, oh, they'll get to your position eventually, that's fine, they'll get there, but in the meantime, they'll have to eat the same shit that you ate. That's just how the system works. Nice backflip. I'll backflip your mum.
Coffin underground than I was above ground. So we just tend to just not leave anything up to chance,
Oh, right. A good person with a bad moral and ethical system. What I mean is that this is a person who doesn't really have much of an ego, isn't actually self-serving in an intentional way. Like, he's got a bad moral and ethical system, but my point is that... Okay, let me explain. This is a guy who would be good under socialism. He will just accept the system he's in, and he'll be a prism for it, a vessel for it. This is the kind of thing, this kind of person, that capitalism creates. Right? Like, this is what the default grindset man does under capitalism. He would look very different. This is a man shaped by his environment extremely effectively. That's the point I'm making. I don't really blame MrBeast for ending up like this. I don't think he had much of a choice. He's not malicious, he's just a useful idiot. Exactly. He's ignorant. He's not actively bad. He's incidentally mad because of how he now chooses to live. Oh, bad. Because of how he chooses to live. Yeah, but I don't think he chooses, right? Like, his brain was warped by YouTube into seeing views as adoration and validation. What do you do when your brain does that? Right? Like, it's kind of hard to deprogram yourself. And the worst part is, here's what really sucks about the system. Most people would just end up in therapy, right? You hit 18, you're not successful, right? The other 1,000 kids who grew up the same way he did, they didn't become YouTube stars. But he did. He's like fucking Kanye. Every single warped thought in his brain has been validated by his experience. Kanye is paranoid about the Jews trying to destroy him. And you know what? There are large, prominent Jewish figures trying to destroy him. Because he's a schizophrenic maniac who's extremely powerful and works in the music business where there are a lot of Jewish people. It's kind of hard to break someone out of the paranoia that people are trying to destroy him when people are actually trying to destroy him. Now, they're not trying to destroy him because they're Jewish, but there are Jewish people trying to destroy him. You know what I mean? Like, his schizophrenia has been manifested and is real. Like, the reality
I think
reflects
a big
his
part
insanity.
of it is Fuentes in his ear, right? Fuentes,
Sure, I agree.
He didn't start spouting that shit
Of course.
until
Well, he's been saying crazy shit for a while.
But not specifically anti-Semitic crazy shit.
Yeah, true. So how do you help?
He
MrBeast?
he was very Christian pilled, and I think the Christian pilling is what opened the door to Fuentes, because Fuentes is very Christian pilled.
Well, I think so. How do you help MrBeast since he's good but does bad because he's successful? That's a hard question. I mean, like, how do you help Elon Musk? You know, it's the same kind of situation, right? This is a guy who's at the top of a hierarchy who sits upon millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, how do you help him? Well, oh god, my 3-step plan for saving MrBeast's soul, I don't know. Number 1, get him the fuck away from the videos, okay? His brain craves validation, and that's why, despite not being charismatic, he absolutely needs to be the guy giving people the money. He has to be the face. His name is MrBeast, and MrBeast is the channel. This guy, I'm sure, skills-wise, talent-wise, is an excellent producer. He has great ideas, he knows how to execute them, he knows how to make the YouTube algorithm happy, he understands the market very well. This is a talented guy. He needs to get his fucking face away from these videos, because without that first step, nothing you do will ever change the way his brain works. Step 2, this motherfucker needs a shitload of therapy. 100 days trapped in the cube with a fucking therapist, alright? That's my second level of the prescription, okay? Maybe we cut his power for a week and see how he feels about it. Maybe that'll teach him something about the shit that he's putting people through. But the problem is, he already does bad shit to himself. So, like, he's got that horrible... It's what I'm saying, right? Like, you get to the top of the hierarchy, but you eat shit on the way, and so you feel like other people should eat shit, and they'll have the great life that you have. It's just part of the process. I had horrible situations in my work. I had a really fucking bad life when I was poor. And you know what? I think about it today, and I don't regret any of that happening. But here's the logical leap that he makes that I don't.
I don't.
Okay, I don't. The logical leap he makes is that other people should go through that same thing. Eat a bunch of shit, have a horrible life, and then they get a good life after working hard through their horrible life. That's what I had to do, so that's what they have to do. No, I don't want anyone to have to go through the shit I went through, okay? I went through some bad shit. Not the worst shit, but some bad shit. Some regular level shitty circumstances, okay? It made me great, it made me powerful, it made me successful, and I don't think anyone should have to go through that to be as powerful and great and successful as I am, okay? Alright. I am a brilliant genius.
You know, another strange question then. So you recorded these videos to yourself, you know, 5 years, 10 years from now. Have you recorded a video that's to be released once you die?
Well, first off, I am just glad that not every one of your questions have to do with like views or things like that. It's nice getting different questions. So this is good. No, seriously.
It's a little dark. It's a little dark.
No, but it's fine because a lot of people just be like, how much money do you make? You know, just something everything's always about money now for when people talk to me. So
again, MrBeast, it's not about money for him. It's about the validation. It's about the success. And success means views and retention. All he cares about is making the best videos, but best videos means the most YouTube validating videos. The videos that are at the top of the YouTube algorithm are the best videos. It's like a circular reasoning. They're the best because they're at the top, and they're at the top because they're the best.
It's nice. But for the videos I made, for you guys who probably don't follow me too closely, when I had 8,000 subscribers and I was a teenager, I filmed a bunch of videos and scheduled them years in the future. And I said, I'd filmed one where I was like, hire me in a year. And the video went up a year later. And it was just like, hey, I think you'll have 100,000 subscribers. And then I did one where I was like, hire me in 5 years. I was like, hey, in 5 years, I think you'll have 1 million. And then one that hasn't come out yet, but comes out in 2 years, was hire me in 10 years. And I tried to predict 10 years later how many subs I'd have. That's what he's referring to. And yes, there are some that are scheduled like 20 years in the future. And so if I don't die, I'll just move them up. And I remember, because I filmed these though like 7 years ago, but I remember saying a line like, you know, if I'm dead, then I'm currently just in a coffin and like whatever, blah, blah, blah. And because the only way the video will go up is if I'm not alive. And if I'm not alive, then I won't be able to push back the schedule upload date. So it'll go public automatically. Yes. And so, yeah, I have a couple of those. Like if I knew I was going to die of like cancer or something, I had like 3 months to live, I would vlog every day. I'd film so many videos and I would just
Do you see how little respect that this guy has for like the finite time you have on this planet? If I found out I had cancer and I was going to die in 3 months, this is why he can't interpret the loss that he's inflicting on other people.
Well, or
Dude.
you could argue he is an
Dude.
artist and this is his art. Think of David Bowie. He spent his last months making a final
Dude.
album.
Is
Or
this
like
art?
artists that make their final masterpieces.
Art?
It's his art.
Yes.
It is his
Listen,
art. He views
listen.
it that way.
Listen.
schedule upload a video a week for like the next 5 years. So it's like I'm still alive. And I would completely act like I'm still alive and everything. And I think something like that would be cool.
It's not about the art. It's about he's still alive. He's still grinding even after death, dude.
Bruh.
Dude, there's no art to it. It's like I never died. His personhood is not the important thing. It's the content. As long as the past my death,
I think
the
he
content
is
will
so
continue.
he has become so much a vector for his own content that that's what he uses his legacy.
Right, but that's fucked up.
He's so detached.
He has no.
But that is his
he has
definition.
no wife. He has no. I don't think he's got like. He's got no love. He's got this social circle of like. This is a guy who has turned himself into a vessel for content. And by the way, I've watched a shitload of his videos. They're easy to watch. They're entertaining. They're well produced. They're put together well. This guy is talented. I wouldn't say it's art. I think needs intentionality and meaning, and I truly don't think that he has either of those things. I don't think he has access to either of those things. Like, if I were to create art where the only value involved is how much money it made, I think I would say that that's probably an artless project in some sense, right? Like, it just doesn't contain an intentionality or meaning from the artist beyond commercial success. Like, otherwise, Otherwise, you could tell me that my corpo job today is art, because the only reason I do it is to make money. And I build things, and I make things, and I do creative... There's creative thinking involved, but I would not say that what I do every day is art, and I don't think what this guy does every day is art. This is not a meaningful expression.
I mean art as in terms of expression of self. That is, to an extent, an expression of yourself.
No, it's not, dude. It's a fucking coercion of self, right? I'm giving away a piece of myself
But
for
under
money,
those coercive
for comfort.
conditions, it is become how you express yourself.
I agree.
It's not your chosen form of expression, but it isn't your current form of expression.
Yeah, right. So I would, but
Because
again,
because you're coerced for that to be the case.
I wouldn't call it art, and an art theorist, an art philosophy theorist wouldn't call it art. Okay.
I'd say it's your art, baby.
Cope. Oh, wait, the reason Wiz thinks that is because I'm economically coercing him into making art right now, and so this would actually devastate him if he found out that everything he's been making is purely just slop for commercial gain and not actually anything of artistic merit. That's why he's coping.
I know this isn't art, dude. Doctor Who. Only the videos that include Doctor Who are art.
I don't know why, but I've fantasized. Not fantasized, but I've dreamt about that a lot. Like 3 months to live. I would vlog every day. I'd film so many videos, and then I would just schedule upload a video a week for like the next 5 years. So it's like I'm still alive, and I would completely act like I'm still alive and everything. And I think something like that would be cool. I don't know why, but I've fantasized about.
I don't know why, but I fantasize. Like he truly doesn't have access to like an understanding of his internal state. Isn't this crazy?
Not fantasize, but I've dreamt about that a lot. Like, I don't know, if I only had 30 days to live, what would I do? And for me, I would try to make like a decade's worth of content and schedule upload it so they automatically go public in the future. And so it's just like I never died. I'm just there.
Yeah,
He's excited thinking about his death because he sees the potential for a fun gimmick. Yeah, right?
kind of immortality, but it's also kind of troll on the concept of time.
Yeah.
that you can die.
I really have such a love-hate relationship.
What a fucking nerd, dude.
I have such a love-hate
The
relationship.
troll
with Lex
because of
Fridman.
the time. What the fuck are you talking about?
I really hate Lex Fridman as if I'm like a schoolyard bully and I want to beat up a nerd. That's the hate I feel for this guy. Every time he opens
Well, he's the type of person I'd be sat. He'd try and speak to me on a night out, and he's probably got friends that are quite like upper class. And you're sat there at this dinner. You're sat next to him. He says something this to you, and I'd have to turn to him and just go like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, dude.
But everyone else would look at me like I'm crazy because they pretend to understand what he just said.
Yeah, no, I've done this repeatedly. Like, I've run into this guy, like, maybe once every few months, this kind of guy, and I really do I truly just straight up bully them on a night out and make them look dumb in front of other people.
What the fuck did you just say? What did you just say?
I bully them. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't. It's a bad thing that I do.
Well, I can't help it because it's part of my inner mechanism of wanting to understand what they mean. But by asking that question, I call them out on the fact that
I make them. Yeah, they end up.
I can't help it. My need to ask is stronger than my ability to recognize it's just like social decorum. You know?
No. I if it's to be clear, I only do it to like people who are successful and think that they deserve to be successful. Like, so I'm not gonna do it to like a random poor autist, but like a rich guy who's talking like Lex Fridman, yeah, 100%. I'll fucking bring him.
Well, it's
down.
only ever rich guys that talk like that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. Is Wolf rich?
Because if you're poor, you just get people like me saying. Like,
I don't think Wolf is rich. Bro. I would do it to Wolf.
Wolf absolutely is loaded. Are you kidding me?
In the physical space, but persist in the digital space. I recorded a video like that because I had some concerns, and I just thought it's also a good exercise to do a video with, like, to be released if I die. And it was actually.
Wiz, what's the video that you release when you die? You've got 30 seconds. Go, because I've got a gun pointed at your head right now. Record your video right before I shoot you in the fucking head. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Starting now. I'm counting.
Why the timeless child is actually.
No, you have 30 seconds. This is what you're gonna spend your 30 seconds on, bro?
I just did it.
To your family. To your family as well? Everything? That's all that matters?
Oh, they'll fucking know. They'll be alright.
Alright, 20 seconds. 10 seconds are up. You let me interrupt you. 15.
Yeah, the timeless child is actually the master, and it fits the theory way more. And I think the master was just mistaken when, in fact, on Gallifrey they thought it was the Doctor who was the timeless child. They read the record wrong, right? It was clearly the master, and that makes sense because it sets up the master as being a bigger bad guy to go against.
Dead. He's dead. I killed him. He's dead. No, you're muted. It's gone. It's over. You're dead. No one can hear you. You're dead. You died. I blew you away. I blew you the fuck away. No one can hear you, bro. No one can hear you, bro. You're dead. Oh my god, he's in my head. 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 Ah, I'm never gonna get rid of him. I'm never gonna get rid of him. Oh fuck. All right.
No.
You're back. You're back. I brought you back to life. There you go. All right. Canonically, this is your first. This is your first transformation. All right. This is your first Time Lord regeneration. All right. There you go. Canonically, Wiz has died once, and I believe in the original Time Lord canon, he only gets 13 of those. Okay, kids. All right. He only comes back 12 times. Then he's dead for real, and I will actually ban him from the stream forever. So keep track, everyone. That's number 1. First regeneration. Keep track. First canonical Wiz death. First canonical Wiz death.
Actually, a really interesting.
The
exercise.
Doctor is the
cool.
timeless
Like
child, Cheeto.
Oh yeah.
It's like what you. It's cool. Like it shows like what you really care about. I guess it's like writing a will. But when you're younger, you don't think about that kind of stuff. But
exactly. Mine was just dumb.
Yeah.
Like I'm bones in a coffin.
Yeah.
Yours is probably so serious.
No, it's fun actually. What you realize is like there's no point to be serious at this point. It's a weird thing. I guess you've done this, but it's a weird thing.
I love the way that people like Lex engage with like concepts of humanity and mortality. You know, like they talk about it like it's a fucking startup. I don't know. Like that, like they'll just podcast about like the deepest secrets of humanity, and they're just so unable to engage with anything beyond the superficial level. Oof. All right, I'm going to skip to the section of the podcast, the other little bit I wanted to look at, which is the section labeled "Overcoming Depression." This should be interesting.
Nice.
Thing to address the world when you, the physical you, is no longer there. So like
depression.
you know this
guy, but also it used to. It used to.
You can get really worn out by that, dude. So you mentioned that you were surprised how well that one did. A lot of creators talk about getting depressed when the videos don't do as well as they kind of expected. There's a kind of feeling you can get really worn out by that, dude.
Yeah.
Wiz, can you relate?
You get really worn out by that feeling called depression?
That feeling when your video doesn't do well and you get depression, and when you get major depressive disorder because your video didn't do numbers.
Dude, my videos always do numbers. What are you talking about?
Do they? Do I need to? Oh, should we go back? Should we go back through?
That video did do numbers. I've only ever been anxious about videos
That's
that
not
I
bad,
think
actually.
should do numbers, and then look like they're not going to do numbers, and then they
Keir
do numbers,
Starmer.
and then
Keir
I'm like,
Starmer
okay,
catastrophe. Keir Starmer
fine.
catastrophe.
I had no ego in that.
No ego in that.
I mean,
Okay.
do you yourself feel
That's
that?
a shame.
And
I think it's
also, do you have
a
advice?
shame that I think that content-wise our funniest video is the one that's done the worst, which makes sense to me. But it's a bit of a shame that it's so good to watch. It's so fun to
Yeah.
watch, and no one's gonna watch
It's
it.
the one
Oh well.
most people have reached out and spoken to me about.
Oh really? That makes sense. It is the best video. Like content-wise, it's the best. Hey, thanks, Darth Sheep. It is you. If you guys haven't seen that video, I really recommend it. It's genuinely a really fun time. I don't. This is, by the way, this is the first Smug Bug video I will recommend to you guys. Okay, I wouldn't recommend any of the rest of our content, but that video right there, banging, really, really fun. I
It's really
watched it
funny.
myself, and I was giggling the whole time. It's just a really good time. Go watch Keir Starmer's Secret Cousin is a racist genius. Top tier title as well.
Yep.
No regrets. It's
Also,
art. That's
Chino, the
art.
Master is also known as the Doctor, who is known as the Timeless Child. No.
Oh, I don't need more lore.
The Timeless Child is a younger
dude.
version of the Doctor.
Dude, we're getting
The
towards end
Master's
of
a
the stream,
different
bro.
person.
Bro, you can't do this to me with 15 minutes to go. We're finishing this video.
for others that feel this.
Yeah, it's weird because I am a numbers guy, but also it used to. It used to very much, especially when I was like betting everything I had on a video. When it did bad, I was devastated, man. I'd cry and I'd be depressed for days, and it really would have
Jesus.
a severe impact on my mood. But
Again, this man
cry
has
for
tied his...
days?
This dude has tied his fucking... Every neuron in this guy's brain is dedicated purely to YouTube metrics. So yeah, yes, your YouTube account is truly your entire existence, your entire ego. He is going to be depressed. There is no more devastating thing that can happen to a human who has become a pure vessel for YouTube algorithm. Yeah. It's fucking tragic.
I don't know. Now it doesn't really matter. It's if a video does bad, I just look at it and I'm like, oh, why did this video do bad? Probably, oh, there's a little retention dip there. I don't think people like the thumbnail. Maybe we should switch it. And I just look at it objectively, unemotional, and then just move on. And I feel like that's a much healthier way of going about it. So if a creator is listening, like that is the ideal way to respond to a video that's doing bad. Just remove emotion from the equation and just look at it and figure out how you can improve the next one.
Is there tricks to being able to detach yourself from that? Because because like in your case, I mean that's true for creators, but in your case, there's like a lot of money on the line.
Yeah, well,
this videos
months
cost
of
a
my
lot
life
yeah.
and so much time. But no, I mean, I don't know. The only real answer is
What's the mental health trick, Jimmy? Let's hear it. I want to see.
Torturing others without feeling bad.
Because this is the thing, right? Like his whole idea, his whole goal, his life's purpose is to do good at YouTube. So, and there is value to this form of like mental health management because it will make him more effective at the goal he wants to do. So what is this man who has hyper optimized his existence to purely be good at this? What has he found out about himself? How has he optimized to this part of his production process?
it's just a conscious effort. You just have to unemotionally look at the video, determine the problems, and then move on. Like there is no secret. You know what I mean? It's just it's that. And if you really can't bring yourself to do it, then you're just screwed. Honestly, maybe you're not meant for this game.
Okay, so that's part of the development as a creator, is like being able to be
For longevity. Yes, yeah. You have to unemotionally be able to
disassociate your human emotions from the capitalist project. That's it. There it is. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Good job, buddy. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, dissociate. There you go. Cool.
Look at videos.
I wonder if he has a therapist. I genuinely wonder. He must have a therapist.
People that are that rich absolutely do.
Every tech bro, yeah, every guy like this has a therapist because they read a study or something and find out that's important. But like, what the fuck does he like talk to his therapist? He must just talk to his therapist about like, hey, how do I get over this like mental hurdle? Like I'm overthinking, thumbnails right now. How do you know?
I've been
like
torturing people in basements for 3 or 4 days now.
Yeah,
It's really
I am
starting to
literally.
upset me.
Hey, so I watched this documentary called Saw 4. And I realized that that's me, that I'm the Jigsaw guy in that documentary. I realized that film was about me. What do I do? How do I solve this?
That flop and figure it out. Because if not, you can't. And not every video can be a 1 out of 10. And so when a video does bad, that just stress and depression is just going to eventually get to you in the long run.
So you said you've failed in a bunch of videos, sort of taking them to completion. So what are some of the biggest fails?
Yeah, weirdly enough, as we've matured and we've done this more, we don't have that problem as much, especially now that we're getting into multi-million-dollar budgets per video. It's like failure is not really an option anymore. So I'm a little more particular about what I do. But back in the day, yeah, like we would do a video where we spent 24 hours on a desert island, and we filmed it, did it all, and I didn't like it after the edit. So I just grabbed the boys and we went back to the desert island and spent another 24 hours there and refilmed it.
Jesus.
Could that have been caught and prevented at the idea stage? Like where? Like,
no, it's a good idea. It was just poor execution. To be honest, when we were out there, it was hot.
Lex Fridman does have a superpower, and it's that his autism makes him ask the kind of basic questions that other people don't ask, and so he does actually accidentally end up with more insights. Like, he's not the worst interviewer in the world. He's a bit hapless, but I think you do end up, because of his, like, naivety, and because he doesn't have an agenda, he is quite, like, straightforward and genuine. You do learn things from interviews that he has with people that you don't always learn from, you know, kind of the more kind of media savvy or socially savvy people that interview figures like this.
Yeah.
We're just like, we all at one point
he is a freak. Yeah.
Just kind of wanted to die. It was just miserable.
So how do you avoid that these days?
Well, I just went when it was a little cooler, to be honest. And then we had literally the amount of fun we had in the video was like 10 times higher.
Oh, interesting. So you like there's some practical details that you just learned.
Yeah, I don't
what it takes to
videos that where it's very hot or it's on water because I get super seasick. There's like a kind of like 10 things that if they have these variables, I'm down to do it, but my fun meter is not as high as normal. Like we tried to anytime we do anything on a boat, like when we spent 24 hours in Bermuda Triangle, or when I tried to spend like, which it didn't get uploaded, but I tried to spend like 100 hours at sea or whatever, just like on a raft. It just like it makes me want to throw up, and I get so seasick I can't even see straight. But there are just some videos that require me to be on a boat, so I just suck it up.
So when you spend months in creating a video, I know this is probably stressful to some creators. Like how much stress? How do you feel when you have to click publish a video?
No, not much.
So you're able to detach yourself.
Yeah. Again, in old me, tons. I mean, I'd be like scratching and nervous, and like my hands would be sweating, like to the point where I'm almost about to puke. I'm like, oh, I really hope people like this. But you know, I don't know. I think that's just part of maturing it. There's different, and as a content creator, there's different phases, and you just like once you get over the few.
Are you still in the puking stage right before we upload, Wiz?
Yeah, I'm going. Blah, blah, blah. I spent a whole 20 minutes on this one.
yeah. It's the puking is actually you just vomiting out the slop that you're uploading.
Yeah. How else is the video made? I don't understand.
All right,
it's essential to the upload process.
I want to skip to this next section. Which
You're
is
just gonna wake up one day and
happiness.
yes. Once you can take care of your health, you can take care of like any immediate dangers, and you can take care of your family relatively.
Oh
no, it doesn't.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. So he's actually kind of alluding to his a basic understanding of like, you know, he said it. Oh, hold on. Let's see what the question is a little bit more before I make
relatively new thing. And Beast, like when I first see what will happen, you know, over the years, because Feastables launched, you know, last year, 2022, so it's a relatively new thing. And Beast Burger, we just started scaling up the physical side, and we haven't obviously even launched any mobile games yet. So I think I'm at the antithesis of it. I don't see a world where my YouTube channels are relevant in the next couple of years. This is what I live for. And so if I can keep that going and then really start to expand these businesses that leverage off of it, then yeah, I mean, hopefully there's a day where I can give away $1 billion in a video, honestly.
That would be one hell of a video. Let me ask you the ridiculous question. Since you went from being broke to being rich, although you keep spending all your money, but does money buy happiness? How has money changed sort of your
We've seen yes.
your contentment, your happiness in life?
Money buy happiness? No, not. I mean, to a point, yes. Once you can take care of your health, you can take care of like any immediate dangers, and you can take care of your family relatively. No, it doesn't. Like, but those things do. Like when I first came into money, one of the first things I did was retire my mom. And like,
I mean, it's weird how he's like, well, money can buy you happiness to the point that it eliminates the parts of your life that coerce you into doing things you don't want to do. Isn't that strange? Like, he does understand that like the money you make removes these coercive elements, and that's the point at which you get diminishing returns on the happiness. So like, does that mean he understands? He understands explicitly to some level that when he's making people do these horrible things for money, what he's doing is he's getting them out of this like coercive trap that they're in, the trap that forces them to dance for his amusement, or really not even his amusements, because I don't think he gets a sick thrill out of it. He doesn't even seem to really enjoy the videos when he's in them. I don't think he enjoys seeing people sad. I think he thinks that this is good content, right? He doesn't even get like a thrill out of it. He gets a thrill out of seeing the numbers in YouTube go up. I don't think he's a psychopath. I really don't. I think that he feels bad when he sees someone feel bad, but he doesn't quite internalize it in a human way. He internalizes it as if he's a vessel for the YouTube algorithm. It's very strange.
Like, that brought me tons of happiness, you know what I mean? And like, you know, if my brother had a medical emergency and we couldn't afford it and I made money to afford it, that'd bring tons of happiness, you know? So once you take care of those basic...
Oh, that's weird. Wait, what? If my brother had a medical emergency and I could afford to take care of it, that would bring me a ton of happiness. Again, like, he sees the negative circumstance as an opportunity to create happiness, rather than the negative circumstance not occurring being a good thing. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like, that was a bit of a fucking Freudian slip, I think, right? Like, that would bring him a ton of happiness. The validation of being able to help someone is more important than them not encountering, like, a devastating diagnosis. Did you see that? That was such a weird little... Am I crazy? Did you see that, Wiz?
What?
necessity. So we'll say, maybe we couldn't afford it and I made money to afford it. That'd bring tons of happiness. You know, yes. Once you can take care of your health, you can take care of like any immediate dangers, and you can take care of your family relatively. No, it doesn't. Like, but those things do. Like, when I first came into money, one of the first things I did was retire my mom, and like that brought me tons of happiness. You know what I mean? And like, you know, if my brother had a medical emergency and we couldn't afford it, and I made money to afford it, that'd bring tons of happiness. You know, so once you
are you processing that?
If my brother had a medical emergency and then I can make money to afford it,
that would bring me a ton of happiness.
Yeah, weird.
Like he sees that as a happy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he wishes ill on his brother. I'm just saying, like, this is how his brain works, right? Yeah, exactly. He's like, he
doesn't see the inherent negative. He only sees the
he
positive
just sees
solution. It's like problem solve brain.
Exactly. Yeah, it's problem solve. Yeah.
Everything's a problem to be solved.
Yeah. But also, like, that there's an implicit value given to, like, the cancer diagnosis because he's able to generate a bunch of happiness for him and his brother by solving the cancer. Looks at negative situations in a positive way. Yes, that's correct. And this is not a bad mentality when you're going through life. But when you are essentially a godlike figure who has incredible control over people's environments and incredible ability to manipulate people in coercive circumstances, you would hope that God has a better understanding of the coercive negative situations people end up in and with the value that money brings to them than a random passerby who's just living life. This man is what amounts to a king in our society. And he doesn't have any understanding of this whatsoever. Is a hero complex? I think so. I don't think. But again, I would believe he's got this like kind of savior complex. But I think he gets less validation from making people. He wants validation. He wants love and affection from millions of people. And I think that's truly the thing that drives him. Nothing else makes sense, right? All he wants is to be adored the way PewDiePie was adored, and he's achieved it. He's done it. He's won. He is seen as a wonderful person by millions of people. The philanthropy is not there for him to do a good thing. It's for him to look good, right? Not in an ego way, but in a way that means that he maximizes the number of millions of people who think he's a wonderful person and love him. He wants love from the whole world. It's kind of depressing.
Take care of those basic necessities. So we'll say make over hypothetically $1 million. No, it really doesn't. Like adding an extra zero, going from 10 million to 100 million or whatever it is, makes no difference.
So you're, given that, are just fearless in spending the money.
Well, that is an ego still. Yeah, but when we say ego, that I have to be careful with my words, because if I say this guy's an egomaniac, like in some technical sense, you could say that's true, but that carries a bunch of patterns of behavior that I don't think reflect the true inner life of MrBeast. Like he's not an egomaniac. He is desperate for mass scale validation and affection, right? He wants as few people to hate him and as many people to love him as possible. He's not a narcissist. Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's a narcissist.
Yeah, well, let me reframe. I guess it could for some people if you really, I don't know, you spent your whole life obsessing over cars, it probably would bring you a little bit of joy to buy a nice Lamborghini. I'm coming more from the frame of mind of an entrepreneur, someone who's really obsessed with business building. For me and a lot of my friends and the people I hang around, what brings us happiness is...
It's funny how dismissive he is of the idea of just accumulating money as a value, despite the fact that he truly does just want to accumulate views as a value. Right? Like this is a man who has like become beholden to the attention economy, and he wants the positive attention. Not because he wants to feel special, but I think again because he wants to feel loved.
He must have such diminishing returns. He must be at a point where like there
God,
isn't much
yeah.
more you can do. You know,
How much
like
heroin
what
does this
happens
guy
when you
need?
hit that point?
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
heroin does this guy need to match a 250 million view video?
But yeah, like how, like there will be a ceiling he will hit, and what does he do when he hits it, or what happens when the numbers start going down?
I think he's gonna reify himself into a brand, right? It'll become the MrBeast logo that he's like. So it'll be about MrBeast Burger. It'll be about all his little businesses, right? It'll be like the MrBeast brand is loved so much. Like it will honestly become like one of those weird. I'm vaguely recalling some kind of like dystopian meme of like people being in love with like a corporate brand character that like gives you everything that you want in your life. You know, all the little joys. Yeah. Joy. Joy
From Blade Runner.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think he wants to be Joy.
Yeah.
This guy is gonna be the
I
first.
can fix that.
By the way, this
a
guy,
huge naked MrBeast looking down.
this
at
guy,
you.
this guy is the fuck. That's a good thumbnail. This guy is the first guy. I've got MrBeast thumbnail brain now.
You
this
look lonely.
Yeah,
I can
this
fix
guy,
that.
this guy is the first guy who will turn himself into an AI so that like millions of kids can hang out with him, and then those millions of kids are going to realize that actually he's not a very interesting person. He's just a very good executive producer.
Yeah.
Winning and building companies and changing the world, like that is fun. It's a complex problem you can wake up every day and it gives you something to obsess over and devote your life to, whereas just having money doesn't.
Well, one interesting question I have for you psychologically. So because you have become wealthy and because you give, like part of your work is giving away a lot of money, do you find it hard to find people you can trust?
Good question.
Do people see you basically as a source of money as opposed to another human being?
It's weird.
Who's your biggest op?
Yeah.
Because you would think yes, but I feel like I also know the right places to look. But yeah, if I just walked into Target and tried to make friends with 10 random people, of course, you gotta.
So you can kind of sense.
Oh yeah, you
who
can
has
sense
the right thing in
so
their heart.
quickly, right?
Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah, his videos are very white.
Yeah.
Did we see any black people in any of those videos?
Well, that's only because there's a really uncomfortable vibe when you make a black person do all those things for money.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh shit. I wonder if that's a real thing.
Optically, not great.
Dude. Yeah, imagine making a black guy go through all of that. That would feel like the Negro fighting pits from Django. Oh no.
Good
it's
at
so
all.
bad, dude. That's so bad. Oh god, yeah, you can't do that. But the weird thing is he doesn't have any black people on his team either.
Imagine the thumbnails. Imagine the thumbnails.
Oh no! Yeah. Imagine if the guy lost. It would be unpaid labor. It would be unpaid. Oh no!
It really would be that scene. It literally would be that scene.
Fuck,
From,
DEI has failed
Succession.
again. Like I'm sure a black person has appeared in his videos before, but like to any of the recent ones, I don't know. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen many black people in there, which makes sense because it would be kind of yikesy to watch.
Obvious. I don't even want to go into descriptions, but
yeah, like I this trust thing, like obviously there's an implicit bias here. This guy is completely incapable of accessing because he barely understands any of his internal state. So it is a bit weird that all his buddies and all of the, although I guess he's got a trans person now, but trans girls are just white women, so it doesn't really make it any better, unfortunately.
Whoa.
But he does have a trans person on his team now. I guess one of his people came out.
Whoa.
Although weirdly,
How much
I
money
noticed.
for?
I paid. Fuck! They scrapped that video concept for sure. Oh fuck! That's probably how.
I
Finsta
paid blah blah blah
got
to live
got
as a
their
woman
start,
for 100
yeah.
days. They didn't want
fuck.
to stop.
Yeah, they're like, wait, this is way better. I get to give terrible opinions and be a lawyer. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
honestly, a lot of my friends, are like Chandler, I played Little League with him. And Tyler, the guy, I went to school with him. Chris, he was my first subscriber. Carl was here after we got big, but whatever. He's just friends with the boys, and it's a lot of my closer friends, even like my YouTube friends. I knew before I was big, so maybe there is some merit to that. Maybe it is. I don't know. I've never really put too much thought into it. Maybe there's a reason I hang around a lot of these people I knew before I got big, because it's much easier.
And they help you keep like your radar sharp of who can and can't be trusted, because you can trust them.
Yeah,
and it's difficult when you become richer and richer and more powerful.
Well, one thing you'll also find when you get rich. Not even richer, but more famous. One thing I thought is as I climbed this like.
Oh, it's weird that he dodged the powerful part.
Yeah,
he didn't really. He said richer, well, more famous, but he didn't. You know, like just a little thing there. Power, and just doesn't.
Ladder of YouTube and got bigger. I thought there would be tons of people like me.
Bill Gates and Zuck all avoid those same claims, you know.
Well, Zuck is very yeah. Well, the difference is that those two guys are very intentional about it, and MrBeast, I truly believe his brain just it just bounces off. And again, he's not an idiot. I think he's not a Zuckerberg. He's not a Bill Gates. He's not an Elon Musk. He's not someone who intentionally does things in the same way those guys do. I think this is like a.
Well, I think the difference is PR teams. You know, PR teams make you conscious of these things. Where I think even if you look at older interviews pre-PR team, Zuck and Gates would be uncomfortable talking about this. They now intentionally avoid it better because they have PR
yeah,
teams.
That's probably true.
It reminds me of a young Bill Gates or a young Zuck.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I think they probably started off in this naive way. So I look, MrBeast is going to be a billionaire in like 2 years, maybe 5. You know, like this is one of the next billionaires, right? Like undoubtedly, like you can't accumulate this much capital this quickly without it continuing to grow to the point of $1 billion. He's already half a billionaire. So yeah, like he's probably going to end up on the same path as most of them, where the $1 billion becomes a much bigger part of your personality than your humanity. Like you become less and less human until you eventually just become the face of a brand.
People like that takes like the kamikaze approach to building a business. You just throw all your money in it, you throw all your time, you throw all your energy, you throw everything. You're just like, fuck it. It's this or I'm dead. And I thought there would be hundreds of these. And
there isn't.
There isn't. I mean, there's like maybe 1 or 2. And I talk to those motherfuckers every single day. I'm sick and tired of talking to them, but I love them. But it's just so interesting because like every level I got up, like I get 1 million subscribers. I'd be like, all right, where's all these guys with 1 million subscribers that are fucking psychopaths? And then they're like,
people become like conservative as they get more,
especially as they get bigger. Yeah, and 20 million subscribers, 30. It's like every step of the way, it's like I just got more and more lonely, to be honest. Which it sounds cliche, and you hear that kind of shit in movies, and you're like, oh, that's not how it works, but it is. Like
It's because everyone else is working to live, and this guy's living to work. There aren't as many people who like I have
also exerts significant power over everyone he meets.
Well, true, but you can
everyone instantly turns belly up and watches what they say when he walks into a room. I bet
that's probably true. But notice how he's talking about like he walks into the room of 1 million subscriber YouTubers when he hits 1 million subscribers, and he's still lonely. It's because all those people are trying to make it big so that they can live comfortable lives, and he just wants to make it big. He just cares about the YouTube of it all, and all they want is comfort and that joyous life that they looked at and thought they could achieve, right? And then a lot of them end up hitting it, and then you get these waves of YouTubers quitting because they realize, oh, this is just running a business. This is just like any other job where you run a company, you know. So like they get sick of it, and a lot of them end up leaving because it's not the life that they actually thought they wanted. This guy doesn't care about the life; he just cares about the YouTube. Like that's the difference. He said the psychopaths, right? Like, and I think he's being kind of glib there. I don't think he's a psychopath, but that like the people who have no emotional needs, the people who don't want anything but the success, right? Like the most important part of my entire life is my relationships and the people I love. Like nothing is more important to me than that. This guy does not have that. Right, like he talks to those motherfuckers every day. He just said, right, the people who are like him, who just care about the success of the content and nothing else. Now, people like this exist, and maybe people like this need to exist. Maybe you do need people who are just single-mindedly obsessed with like a specific thing. It's just a shame when that thing results in other people experiencing pain. If this guy was like a rocket scientist or something, then maybe or like was like that guy who invented GMO crops and ended up feeding 1 billion people or 10 billion people over the course of 50 years. Like maybe that would be okay. Maybe this guy single-handedly devoted his life to maximizing good for the whole world, but he hasn't. He single-mindedly devoted his life to making YouTube money, because that's all the views and retention are there for. It's YouTube telling you, good job, little guy, you made us a big pile of money, and you can have some of it, but you made us a shitload of money. So his obsession is about making a single company huge amounts of money, right? Like that's what the views translate into. Now he thinks of it as just views and attention, but ultimately his reward mechanism is making YouTube successful.
That's rough. That's really rough, because that is going to hit a wall.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna outgrow YouTube, you know, like he's gonna get big, and then the validation will turn back. You know, the views will be the thing, but it'll be like his brand instead. Like it's gonna become that. But like, eventually, he's not gonna have a mechanism that can measure how much people love him. You know, it's not gonna. He's gonna expand beyond the confines of a system that can truly tell him how much people adore him, and he's gonna shatter. There will be something, and maybe he'll turn into a narcissist like Elon Musk, where he'll be pursuing ego at the expense of his projects, or maybe he will truly change in a meaningful way and could suddenly become, you know, the goodwill and
the worst person in the world. Oh
no, I think MrBeast is probably one of the only billionaires who has an opportunity to truly become a great person and who does great things with his money. I think it's unlikely,
or he'll start drinking.
Well, yeah, or he'll kill himself or something. But like, I think the materials are here for him to do good. I just doubt it's. I don't think the system will allow that to happen.
There's just not many people that just want to give up everything, go all in, then obsess over making the greatest goddamn videos every single day of their life. Like, they're really hard to find.
And be able to sacrifice everything for that video.
Yeah.
Like basically you put all the money right back in.
Yeah. Or the people doing it, they're on just a small scale. And if I talk to them, it's just 99.9% of the time I'm teaching them things. And it's like.
So it's lonely because there's not too many people, especially in the creative space, that are as crazy as you.
Yeah, it is 100%. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting there to be.
But that's the thing. If you're like again, I feel this kind of I feel some aspect of this, right? Like I'm really good at my job, and I'm often the best by far. I'm often the only person in a company who can do the things I do as well as I do. And there is a certain loneliness that comes with like being the best person at that thing. Like once you've kind of outgrown your mentors, you reach a point where it's really hard to find other people that you can talk shop with in a meaningful way. And so I find myself my relationships with people, I still learn from people, but 99% of the time I'm teaching other people how to do the things I'm good at. And there is a kind of certain loneliness and a sort of kind of instability that comes with being at the top of that chain of like expertise. And there are other people in the world who are better than me, I'm sure, but it's hard to find them. So I get that, but the thing is, it doesn't bother me because I have relationships and love and friends and like so many other areas of my life that are rich and full and don't have that kind of loneliness in them. And so that thing doesn't bother me that much. It's like a little irk that bothers me in the day sometimes. But I have so many other things to go to, and this guy doesn't. So he does have this like fundamental desperate loneliness to him because his life is work and he's at the top of the chain of work and no one can compete with him. And that's it. He's at the top. And being at the top of the hierarchy is as fucking lonely as being at the bottom in many ways.
True.
A lot of people like me, but
well, I guess the guy we talked to, Elon Musk, is a bit like you in that sense.
Yeah, just
in a different domain.
Yeah, exactly.
Just willingness to put it all back in. Right,
and that's why I found right now a lot of the people I relate to don't even make YouTube videos. Like they're just like I'm veering more and more away from fellow content creators and more to just. You know, I'm just looking for those other people who just share a little bit of it so I don't feel so fucking crazy all the time. Like, you know what I mean? And like people I feel normal around.
And to be clear, MrBeast is fucking crazy. By any metric, this man is insane, but the system rewards this kind of insanity. But yeah, he's fucking crazy. His brain is totally dedicated. He's the
type of guys that would introduce the Hunger Games in the post-apocalypse.
yeah, this guy. Well, I mean, to be fair, this is the kind of guy who literally did introduce basically the Hunger Games in the current apocalypse, not the post-apocalypse. This is the guy. Yeah, he's done it already multiple times. We just watched a bunch of them.
I tend to just be doing the randomest thing.
Dude, I would love to watch a real life Hunger Games though. That would be so cool. Wouldn't you watch the shit out of that? Obviously, I would pay everyone for participation, but holy fuck, it would be so cool. I would love to watch Hunger Games with like, airsoft. No, dude, airsoft.
Oh.
That'd be cool, dude. But they have to like
just watch Minecraft Hunger Games.
Yeah, you know what? I actually. Oh shit! Whoa. Core memory unlocked. I ran a massive Minecraft Hunger Games tournament for like $2,000 for like a charity thing. That was great. That was super fun. That was one of the best video game experiences of my life, actually. The Minecraft Hunger Games. It was so fun. We should do that sometime.
Minecraft Hunger Games? It's too complex. Too many things going on. No,
I can do it. It was super fun. You have like a 1,000 by 1,000
You
square.
can't even break blocks, dude.
What? No. No, it's like regular Minecraft, except that it's a 1,000 by 1,000 island, right? Like it's a block, you can't go any further. And there's like big walls around it. And it's on ultra hardcore mode, so there's no health regen. So you basically have to build health potions in order to ever regen health. And if you die once, you die forever. So like everyone's trying to rush to get to like golden apples and potions. It's actually really fun.
Whoa.
It's great. Every little sliver of health you lose is like a desperate loss because it's super finite resource. You get no health regen. So like
when
every
I play
time you
Minecraft,
jump,
I usually die like 5 times instantly.
yeah, you suck at this, which is why I'd like to do it because I can humiliate you.
Things, but you know, loving it.
Well, I think that's really inspiring. It's
Inspiring.
It's like the Bukowski line: "Find what you love and let it kill you." Is really
You've inspired
put
me to go out
everything.
and murder a homeless.
Yeah. The thing I love is murdering women at night, chasing women down.
Put everything into the thing you love. And that's like the way to really create special stuff, but it's also the way to
Yeah,
like,
but
live
the thing
out
is,
your life
you
most
have to
fully.
be careful giving this advice because they're like bodybuilders who'll be like, just go to the gym, be disciplined. I'm disciplined, go to the gym.
Well,
But
Lex and
I would
Mr. Beast are two people that don't actually exist.
That's so true, dude. That's a really good.
It's like a room full of ghosts. They're just vectors. They're just
they are. They're husks.
They're programmed.
Vessels.
They're fully
They are
programmed
prisms.
and they're sent out.
Yeah, they are prisms. Yeah, they are prisms through which the system they occupy flows. They don't really have a whole lot of humanity.
Be able to twist his head off and realize he's actually made of polystyrene. You know?
Yeah, polystyrene. Lex Fridman is a polystyrene man. That's so true. And again, like I think these are both interesting and nice people, but they truly have revoked their humanity. Here's the thing. I think Mr. Beast, is like I think Lex Fridman has autism. I don't know if I don't think Mr. Beast has autism. I definitely think Lex has autism for sure.
Mr. Beast has got something going on there.
Yeah, but like Mr. Beast, I think feels very
The
systemically
neurotypical
generated.
mind does not develop Mr. Beast.
Sure. I think he's got ADHD for sure, but like I think that his brain was like morphed and shaped by YouTube in his youth, right?
argue for those people, it's like it's not even discipline.
Oh, we got a load of box raid.
Raiders.
Box baller. Thank you, Father.
Hello,
How you doing?
Governor.
We are learning.
Mr. Beast.
We are learning about the devastating reality of Mr. Beast as a vessel for capitalism to destroy everything we hold dear.
Join the Discord.
Yep,
Subscribe.
join the
We're
Discord.
going for. We just need 500 subscribers. Then we can start doing members and shit
That's
on
true.
the YouTube. Please subscribe.
We're
That's very kind of you.
We're literally 30 subscribers away from monetization.
We've got a new
so-
Doctor Who video. You guys all love Doctor Who. Huh?
Oh god, no!
Huh?
Don't sell them the Doctor Who video. All right.
So Doctor Who video is great. It's my favorite video.
But anyway, yeah. Like.
Please
the streams.
subscribe. Like the stream.
We are
Love
like
you, love
30
you. Kisses,
subscribers.
hugs,
we are like
hugs.
30 subscribers away from monetization, which would be huge because
Yeah.
then I can pay Wiz.
We need money so bad, dude.
Wiz
we need
needs money.
so bad.
I'm
We're in
fine.
the
This
red.
motherfucker. Doctor Who? Exactly. True.
Doctor Who? Who's got money? That's what I want to know. Not
Wiz, you're gonna
us.
hate me
So
for this.
subscribe.
But you're gonna hate me for this because it's late at night. But you know we're gonna have to do a little bit of the millionaire guy now, right?
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
You just got energy today because you weren't at work.
Yeah, true. Bank holiday. Anyway, we're gonna
Yeah,
wrap
we've
up.
been talking about how Mr. Beast is the devil, and he's using the whole
666.
premise of his content is basically like using financial coercion to put people into horrible situations.
Yeah. There will be, don't worry, you missed the first like 2/3 of this. We're actually going to go to the most interesting part of this in a little bit, which is we're going to watch a man, a millionaire, give up all of his money, go homeless, attempt to get back to $1 million from $0 within 12 months and destroy his life, all while trying to prove that capitalism is a meritocratic system that actually works and is great for everyone. It is the funniest thing I've ever watched in my life, and stick around and we'll start watching it in like 20 minutes. It's so fucking good. It's genuinely the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I got so obsessed with it. I was talking to Wiz about it every day for like 2 weeks. It was so fucking good. You heard about this?
Oh,
yes! We're gonna watch it together, but you should still subscribe because our content is good. Go look at our videos. Love you.
Yeah, we got some good ones. Got a new channel intro as well. It's cool. It's Doctor Who. It's the Doctor Who theme. Let's go.
We hate Doctor Who here. Right, let's finish up this Mr. Beast interview. I want to see this husk of a man demonstrate the true horrors of late stage capitalism as demonstrated by a boy whose brain was permanently ruined by PewDiePie saying the N-word on the bridge.
No.
They just enjoy weightlifting, right? Because there are people who are jacked, but they don't make much money or run a business, right? If they're that disciplined, they would be hitting every area of their life. They just really like business. And then there's people like me who just to an extreme level love building companies, right? It's not even discipline for me. It's just in my blood. It's what I wake up. I don't think about it. I don't push myself. I don't need to watch a fucking.
No, but no. I will say it's very
Most people
funny.
don't get to find out that they love that.
No, true. But I will say, I have to say, wait. I'm going to defend this motherfucker for a second, okay? He is giving some genuinely good advice, which is Lex is basically like asking him to do the survivor bias meme, and MrBeast is saying, no, I'm crazy. My brain is just built for this. You will not be able to replicate what I've done here. Like, look, this is him saying, you can't replicate what I am. I'm just optimized for this. I ended up this way. This is the same advice I give a lot of people who ask me how they can do the things I do. And I'm like, look, I'm fucked up in a way that makes me good at this thing. So I can't really give you much advice. Like, you can just work hard at the thing you love, and you might not be talented enough to be successful. Unfortunately, that's the system we live in. It fucking sucks.
A motivational video to go work. I just do it. It's programmed in me at this point, and I couldn't imagine a world where I don't wake up and do it every day.
It is programmed.
But I think that a little bit of it is genetics, and just how you're hardwired. Not that it can't be trained or taught, and not that and obviously the friend group you're in.
You think he's a eugenicist? That he thinks he's genetically gifted into being an insane YouTuber?
I don't think he understands what he said there. Like, when he says genetics, he means genetics. I think by genetics, I think he means
my blood.
No, I think by genetics,
like the old world, it's in your blood, boy.
By genetics, I think he means just like what he ended up as by the time he hit 15. Like, he would probably better use the phrase like determinism would be my guess.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just no black
things over time. I think can change it,
but yeah, true. Maybe he's a huge. You know what? Okay, Wiz, hold on. You know that there's been a conversation at some point going, man, the retention really drops anytime we have a black person on screen, huh?
No, MrBeast.
Having a black person in the thumbnail, it really reduces the click-through rate.
The video doesn't do as well in China.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no!
The Chinese audience clicks off whenever we have a thumbnail.
My Chinese compatriots, my comrades out there, they really hate it anytime I have a Muslim on screen for any amount of time. Yeah, just cut around her, She's wearing a hijab. It's not really going to do numbers in certain areas of America, I'm just saying. Like, if that's all you care about, right, is the retention and viewer metrics of the masses, then whatever current status quo that the audience demands, including things like only seeing white people, happy white people on screen, that's something you have to respect if that's the only metric you have. So yeah, this guy is just an enforcer of the status quo, whether he understands it or not. And he must do. He must have moments. Fuck, I think
he ain't got no diversity inclusion department. There's no MrBeast diversity inclusion meetings.
Because that's a waste of money. He needs to invest everything back in the videos. Why would he invest money in diversity? That doesn't make the best product. The best product to make a world, dominated by white people happy is a white video. He did I built 100 wells in Africa video. White people love volunteerism. Yes.
Yeah, on what
we love that shit. Oh, we love watching small starving black
Imagine that's the only episode where
hugging
his
white people.
team have black people in it, right? So he's got the pass.
Well, no, actually, every time he does philanthropic work in Africa, he does have this guy that he sends to do it, who's Mexican,
Jane. He always had a trans girl. Okay.
There are no black people in the thumbnail. Oh, I bet there's some starving African orphans somewhere in one of those thumbnails. There's no way he gets away. He doesn't do that.
Oh, dude.
Someone's just not gonna be able to flip a switch and then just start doing a kamikaze approach to building a business. Just like a lot of people try to flip a switch and start bodybuilding and then quit majority of the time. That's just not innate to them.
But I think a lot of us have the capacity to do that in some domain.
Yeah, I think if you went about it strategically, if you surrounded yourself with fellow like-minded people and, slowly over time switched it. But if you just try to hardcore do it, you're just going to lose your mind.
Do you ever worry about your mental health? Did you take steps to protect it?
I worry about his mental health.
Do it for the...
He's going to kill us all eventually.
MrBeast made kids accept trans people, so he's good in my book. Unironically, like MrBeast having a trans girl on his team
accidentally happened.
Well, yeah. That is.
We're just lucky he was sound with that,
Yeah, we are. Fuck yeah. Yeah,
it's a great thing, but it's an accidentally great thing. It wasn't like a tactical decision. He didn't get to choose that one of his core cast members came out as trans, Like, I think if that decision was down to him, like, do we hire this new trans presenter? I don't think he would have picked her,
Probably not, no. I think it would have gotten in the way of his, it's something he just works around, I'm not saying he's anti-trans. Like, I think he's probably pro-trans. Again,
he's definitely pro-trans, but it's not the same thing as like affirmative action of representation.
Yeah. Well,
it's a coincidence that happened.
He's apolitical, right? And actually, you know what? We'll wrap up on a couple of his tweets that I think demonstrate his understanding of the world very well.
Long run, for the long run, to make sure you have the mental strength to go on.
Yes, weirdly enough, the best thing for my mental health was giving into my nature to work. And the most depressed I get is when I try to restrict it and like I don't work weekends or I don't work this day. What's best for me is just to work when I feel like working and then just not work when I don't, like, and just have no constraints, because there are just some nights where I don't want to sleep and for whatever reason I feel compelled to go all night. Whatever.
Crazy.
Like, just do it, you know, do whatever you want. It's what I tell my
again, humans are very good at like optimizing themselves for like a specialist role. This motherfucker has just become a vessel for YouTube algorithm. It's crazy. It's fucking insane.
Like,
he just allowed it to
working
program his brain.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he really had much choice over the matter. Like, again, this is a child whose brain was, like, just warped by YouTube, and then he got enough reward from YouTube while his brain was still developing that it just kept going and going and going until he became, you know, it's like a professional athlete, right? Like, none of those motherfuckers are mentally healthy, right? They're all fucking insane. Like, right? Like, they just snowballed into their brain being optimized for this one thing, fucking ballet. And all of the pain and suffering that they've endured to get there, and the thousands of people who didn't make it, you know, along the way, like, that person is at the top because someone is at the top, and they got rewarded for it every step of the way. And so it's the thing they love the most, and it's the thing that their brain is made to do. Is that okay? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it certainly increases diversity in the world, but also, like, it brings up some questions, right? Like, is someone who's less talented than that, do they deserve less just because their brain didn't snowball in that way? What about the people that, I mean, in this case with Jimmy, old pal, old boy here, friend of the stream, MrBeast, like, I don't know. I mean, he's coercing a lot of people into some really shitty economic situations in order to make his content, you know? He's completely optimized to the exclusion of all else. Again, I'm not saying he deliberately keeps black people out of his thumbnails or his core crew, but the whiteness is prominent. And I can't help but think that if all you care about is viewer retention and views, I know for a fact that
you're
white
not
people
be motivated.
Get more clicks. Yeah, it's like it's a disincentive against the only thing you care about in the entire world. You explicitly only care about views and retention. Black people bring that shit down. It's true. It's true on dating profiles. It's true on job applications. It's going to be true on fucking YouTube thumbnails. I'm sure a black face gets fewer clicks than a white face.
And I just give into it. And I feel that's where I feel the happiest. And then you know, it's typically like, and when I'm really in the grind mode, it'll be like 7 or 8 days.
He still chose acceptance over it, so it's definitely a positive, but it mostly means he genuinely values his friends. Yeah, I think he does genuinely value his friends, don't get me wrong. Again, I don't think MrBeast is a bad person. I think that he's become a vessel for an unfortunate piece of capitalism. Now remembering this is my way of saying thank you. Everyone gets $1,000 out with the gross cartoon MrBeast, so I'm taking them back out of the good in my book. Well, we watched those at the start, and they were really fucking rough to go back to, dude. He's incredibly awkward.
Days, just nonstop going, and then it's like, I'll realize like, oh, I need some recharge time, and then go fucking binge a season of anime. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, people will tell you, don't work weekends, or don't do this, or don't work past this, or blah blah. Give you all these constraints, but for me, and it's unconventional, I just give into it.
I think there's something really to be said for that. I try to surround myself with people that, like, when I pull an all nighter, they don't go like, you should get more sleep. There's a reason I pulled that all nighter. Like, if I'm really passionate about something, they basically encourage it.
Great. Great. Brilliant.
Yeah, I don't really pull. The last time I pulled an all-nighter,
if you're at the point where someone has to tell you to sleep, that means either you look rough or you're acting rough.
That's true. Yeah, that's so true. But again, that's the thing. Like, nothing is more important to these guys. Like, the last time I pulled an all-nighter, other than like going out partying or whatever, was probably when which, to be honest, I've done like 3 times.
Uni for me, dude.
Really? Well, I mean, I you know, when I say all-nighter, I mean, like, probably, I would say, I usually say, like, 4 a.m. If you stay up past 4 a.m., I'll call that an all-nighter, to be honest. Like,
you're getting, like, doing work?
No, fuck no, not work. Jesus, yeah. Obviously, I did my fucking thesis, like, all night in 24 hours before. Got an A.
Well, uni is the only time I did all-nighters working. That was the only time.
Sure, I don't do that. Yeah, I don't do that. No, the last all-nighter I pulled that wasn't induced by clubbing or MDMA was when you and me were playing Rust. I think I played that shit until like fucking 4 a.m. dude. That was.
I remember that.
And I just, and you know what? Like, I did it because I was like, I think I did it consciously.
It was
like,
hyperfixation. That's why you did it.
Yeah, it was a hyperfixation, sure. But I remember sitting there. It was like 1 a.m. and I was like, should I keep going? And I was like, you know what? When's the last time that I actually like played a video game till 4 a.m. with a buddy of mine? So I went for it, and I'm glad I did. It was a good time. Yeah. You know, I regretted it the next day, I'm sure, but I didn't regret the experience of like, having a fun time with you, buddy. Wait, sorry, no, that's a lie. I had a horrible time with you. You were really frustrated.
Yeah, I was going fucking insane.
You were fucking insane, dude. Yeah.
I was going insane.
Every time I try and play a survival game with you, it's actually like more antagonizing than anything I have to do in any other part of my life.
You keep coming back, baby.
I don't know why. I think it's because I just want to scream at you. I think that's that. In the same way that MrBeast optimizes
gets it all out,
for views.
Gets it all out.
Yeah, he optimizes for views. I optimize for decibels, consecutive decibels of me screaming at you. That's all I'm optimizing for in all areas of my life.
Just all along the way, the friends that I hung out with had such a dramatic impact on where I am. Like I'd probably have 80 million less subscribers, if I wasn't so strategic about hanging out with people that I add value to and they also add value to me.
So the advice for young people would be to be very selective about the people you surround yourself with.
So selective. It's crazy.
Only choose people who will help you achieve your grindset mindset. do not have any relationships that do not serve the purpose.
If you got a friend that wants the weekend off, fuck them.
If you got a friend who invites you out for drinks instead of talking YouTube metric strategy, cut them out of your life.
Yeah. Like Chris, he's he's really funny, and that's why he's great for the videos. And part of why he's so funny is he consumes copious amounts of cartoons and just funny content. And
oh my god, dude! Wait, Chris is so funny, and that's why he's great for the videos. You see how he just frames every relationship in their utility to the video?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Have you ever met a person like this in real life? I know someone that would only maintain a relationship with you if you added like a certain type of concrete value. And for whatever reason, I do fall into that category. Like I add value to their lives, so they still talk to me. But it's like the fact that they say that have said that to me is crazy.
It's insane. Oh, they were explicit. I've never met someone who was explicit about it.
Explicit about it.
That's
explicit
so
about
funny.
It.
Holy shit!
Like they told me like directly that's why, and I was like, that is insane.
Kind of based, actually. That's fucking insane. That's so schizo.
Like they're like, if I can't learn something specifically from you, I wouldn't talk to you.
Oh,
I was like, whoa.
Wow,
Whoa.
Jesus! Like connection is inherently valuable. Never forget, kids.
And so I'll find, like, when I spend more time with Chris, I'll start just quoting these weird cartoons and shows, and like my speech will literally change just after like a week of spending more time with him. It has like it's like that quick of an effect, Now picture that over the course of years. I mean, yeah, it has such a huge influence. Like pluck one of their friends out and hypothetically put me in there, and there's no doubt if they're trying to become a content creator, their odds of success is 10x, right? Obviously, you can't do that, but you got to find your closest version of it.
And just be selective, yeah. But this also applies not just to younger, to older people too.
Agree, but it's even more. I like when I was a teenager. I just I couldn't relate to many people. And I just thought I was like a fucking freak of nature because no one was obsessed with building businesses or any of this kind of stuff. And so like back then, that advice would have been helpful. Maybe not that particularly, but just knowing that there are. It's not that you're a freak of nature. You just haven't found people that have the same interest.
So the task is not to feel sorry for yourself or somehow change yourself. It's more to find
people you fit in with. Yeah. I mean,
oh my god! Don't change yourself.
Bruh.
I mean, changing yourself is
God
really
help
important.
him if he ever does date someone.
Oh god, yeah, I'm sure he must have had a girlfriend at some point. I'm sure he doesn't anymore, but fuck, like, well, you know what? That's kind of relevant to our next segment.
Assuming you're not getting confirmation, like, assume it's not something bad, right? Like if your hobby is shooting things, or shooting things you shouldn't be shooting, they'll find people that encourage that.
Oh, okay. Oh,
but outside.
Okay, good. Actually, this is the first time he's acknowledged like any kind of a line. He's like, well, okay, but don't shoot people. Like that's it. That's his only understanding. It's like, yeah, if you find, you should change if you want to shoot people. That's great.
For that, for sure. But outside of that, for sure. Actually, as an answer to what is the best advice someone ever gave you, you said, "You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius."
100%. All along the way, people gave me so much.
You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius. Well, yeah, I mean, if your insanity provides value in a way that sane people aren't going to be able to meet because you've dedicated the whole of your brain to a thing and they've only dedicated, the part of their brain that isn't dedicated to relationships and happiness and, you know, a meaningful, well-rounded existence, yeah, you're always going to outcompete people who are less insane than you. This is true in all areas of life. You will, hey, if you have a degree of happiness, if you have a good relationship, if you have a wonderful family, good friends, there is someone out there in the world who doesn't have those things that will be better than you at the thing that you're best at. And that's okay. You have to be okay with that. You should be okay with that. Because the human experience is not about optimizing to be incredibly specialized and good at a single thing. It's about being a human. It's about having like a well-rounded existence. It's about experiencing lots of different things in lots of different ways. Not just turning yourself into the most hyperly perfect, specific, specialist compute unit for the thing that you're good at. You know, it's frustrating that you're not going to be the best in the world, but the person who's the best in the world at it, 99.999% of them are fucking miserable compared to you, okay? And that's a good thing, alright? Don't forget, cherish your friends. Nothing is more important than your humanity. Kill the AI.
Whoa.
I know. It took me like 5 years of therapy to realize what Bug is saying right now. That's worth a donation, I think. You should donate to me your therapy bucks. Quit your therapist right now. All right, give that money to me. That's a good thing. It fucking is a good thing. Oh, I looked at the 80 most recent MrBeast thumbnails. I literally love Cheeto more than I love my wife. Here's the results. Fuck my wife. Cheeto's my man. MrBeast vids, only 52 videos. MrBeast and diverse crowd, 10 videos. MrBeast and one white person, 11 vids. MrBeast and white crowd, 3 vids. One white person, not MrBeast, 4 vids. No people, 1 vid. Now, with the diverse crowd...
Any black people?
Well, diverse crowd, I would see, and there's probably...
But that doesn't count. That'll be a stock photo. That'll be like a stock
There's a black in
photo.
there somewhere, I'm sure. Wait, let's have a quick look. I want to see what one of these diverse one looks like in the MrBeast videos. Because diverse crowd, like it's gonna be like it's gonna be okay, fine. It's gonna be the people. It's gonna be the people competing. Let's have a look. Browser. Nope, not that. Twitter browser. Nope. Nope. Where is it? Oh, here we go. All right. Boom. Shoot that up and pop it up. There we go. All right, let's have a quick look. See.
Pop it. Log it.
Okay. So, white baby, mostly white people in the thumbnail. One brown, one black. Yeah, I wouldn't really count this as diversity in the crowd. White lady. Okay, this one's every country, so this is a diversity gimmick. Okay, I'll count that as one. Although again, dark-skinned woman further back than the kind of light-skinned people. Oh, this is very white. Look at this, extremely
very strange
white.
framing.
Yeah, look at this again. Like all the black people kind of in the background. Again, I'm not saying he's racist, but if all you care about is optimizing for clicks, I reckon black people go against that. Yeah, unfortunately, because world racist, very sad. White. We've got I Show Speed here, but this is a YouTuber off, so you know doesn't quite count. Okay, there's a black dude in the front here. This one's a little
His
bit...
thumbnails are so fucking scary.
They're creepy, aren't they? They're really uncanny. Yeah,
Why is that effective?
You never see... Yeah, why is that effective?
You think a big part of it is like kids click on it to see if the guy actually looks like that?
It's A/B test. Well, first of all, they A/B test all the shit out of these, right? So, for example, I saw an interview where he said that all of these videos used to have his mouth open, and then they went back and changed the thumbnail to close his mouth on every single one of them because it had a significant impact on like on the, you know, the like, well, this is the thing, like, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, like, number one, teeth whitening, right? High contrast is good, so they make the smile really bright and white, so it's like, you know, more obvious. But also, if the more fake these thumbnails are, like, they're not doing a photo shoot to do them, it means that they can adjust and edit them, which they do. They go back through the last, like, 100, 200 videos, and they change the thumbnails constantly because they're still all getting views all the time. So monetarily, it actually makes sense. Like, it's worth it. Open your hearts, open your wallets, stand fucking straight, alright? If you love your fellow man, you will pay us money. Oh no, we did this, oh, we fell into the same trap. Capitalism makes fools of us all, god damn it.
No.
Yeah, weird.
We need to live. We need to live.
We have to live. Alright, I want to watch a little bit more of this and then we'll wrap up the MrBeast bit.
Advice on why I shouldn't be doing it, why I'm crazy. Every step of the way, people wanted to tell me why I shouldn't be doing this and should get a life, should stop being too obsessed, everything under the book. And then once I'm successful, those same people are like, dang, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Wow.
Incorrect. I think you're a genius, and I think you still need to get a life.